like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Good evening and welcome to Wildcat Football here on Big Oldies Radio and WCHS Sports on YouTube. I'm David Hastings and I'll be bringing you the play-by-play action tonight. And sitting to my right, providing the color commentary, is Barry Miller. Roaming the sidelines, bringing us pregame halftime interviews with Coach Willis will be Emma Bryant. The Tigers of Mount Pleasant have made the journey to Waynesboro tonight for the season opener for both schools. Also a continuation of the longest rivalry in Wayne County football history. The Wildcats last faced the Tigers back in 2019 in Mount Pleasant. The Tigers took that contest 34-12. Wayne County under new leadership this season. New head coach Derek Willis taking over from Coach Kerry Cruz, and I know the Cats are hoping to get that first victory for Coach Willis tonight. And we'll be back with more of the Wildcat warm-up after this break. Speak, that's good. Pretty quick and get it back talk longer if we need to.
I'll be short and sweet.
At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are...
What are we looking at, Jeff?
You have 30 seconds.
All right, good deal.
$25.
Sweet. Look at Pierre standing there.
$10 seconds.
Okay. What Kingsley do?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Wayne County football here on Big Oldies Radio. According to the stadium clock, we've got 7 minutes and 19 seconds until kickoff here to start the 2023 football season. Wayne County set to face the Mount Pleasant Tigers. And I'm going to get to a little bit of history here, Barry, in this Wayne County Mount Pleasant series. For one, this is the oldest foe in Wayne County history, as Wayne County has played Mount Pleasant more times than any other team in seasons past. First game set up in 1957 between Wayne County and Mount Pleasant. And the Cats and Tigers faced off every season from 57 all the way through 2019, with the exception of 1983 and 84. But 2019 is the last time these two teams met, and Mount Pleasant won that one 34-12. They also won that one, the first one, back in 1957, 7-0. And they have played 20 times against Mount Pleasant in season openers, with Mount Pleasant holding the advantage 14-6 in that regard. But Wayne County has won the last two in 2015 and 2016. So a current 2-game win streak in season openers against the Tigers for Wayne County. And like I say, overall against Mount Pleasant, Wayne County faces a deficit of 27-36-1. But they all-time in season openers, as this is the 74th season of Wayne County football. Wayne County is 36-36-1. And it's time for our pregame talk with Coach Willis, sponsored by Barnett Insurance at 102 Public Square West in Waynesboro.
Come to me and then he'll
call Vic Barnett or Tony Bowling at 931-722-3031. We're going to sit it down to Emma now.
Coach, this is a great atmosphere tonight. What was the preparation you took this week to prepare for Mount Pleasant?
We had a great week of practice. We had awesome weather for it, so we got a full week of practice in. The kids were 100% bought in. They were excited for this week. We knew the atmosphere would be like this, so we had a really good week of practice with energy and everything.
So what concerns you the most facing the Tigers tonight?
Well, they have a lot of team speed. They can fly around, so we got to try to keep them hemmed up and not let them get out in space.
All right, thank you, Coach. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, Emma, and thank you to Coach Willis. And our pregame interview with Coach Willis has been brought to you by Barnett Insurance at 102 Public Square West in Waynesboro. Call Vic Barnett or Tony Bowling at 931-722-3031. We got the captains getting ready to meet here at midfield for Wayne County. That's Ryder Butler and Talon Keaton. Wayne County in the road, or the home black, with white numerals. Mount Pleasant in the road white, red numerals, red pants. And Barry, we're getting closer and closer. 4 minutes and 35 seconds to the kickoff, and you've got Coach Lance's list of victory for us.
Yeah, talking to Coach Lance before all the pregame activity started. Like Coach Willis talked about in the pregame, don't let them outside. Keep them hemmed up. That basically means with their speed, keep them on the inside. The other one is control the quarterback. So, like we talked in the pregame, we're expecting to see them throw the ball a little bit. And the third one is no turnovers. So that's always big in any sport that you play, but especially football. So good luck, to Coach Willis, Coach Lance, and that's the list to victory. So.
I like the list. I've seen the scrimmage games, Barry, and I was impressed with the defensive improvement from game 1 to game 2, facing Hickman County in the first scrimmage and Forest in the second. I was really impressed with Wayne County's defense that second one. And the offenses look good, too, and I think, Coach Lance's list there of not turning the ball over is going to be the key, because Wayne County's been able to move the ball, but turnovers have been a bit of a problem throughout those. Of course, like you say, a lot of new things going on, and stuff can get in the way. So hopefully Wayne County prepared tonight. Our starters for this game tonight: at quarterback for Wayne County, Drew Beavis. At the right half, Ryder Butler. At the left half, Jake Nenist. At the X, Sailor Skelton. At the Z, David Grant Dixon. At the Y, Dane Bryant. At center, Baker Bryant. Right guard, Jackson Pope. Right tackle, Hayden Horner. Left guard, Aaron Martin. And left tackle, Ben Thompson. Now, that's the starters on offense, but it'll be the Wayne County defense taking the field first, as the Tigers are going to get the football to start things as a result of that coin toss. And so the starters on defense: at nose, Aaron Martin. At right defensive tackle, Braden Littleton. At left defensive tackle, Talon Keaton. At middle linebacker, Dane Bryant. At left linebacker, Cason Castleman. At the right side linebacker, Jake Nenist. At the right outside linebacker, it's Drew Beavis. Left outside linebacker, Ryder Butler. At cornerback, Sailor Skelton. At the other corner, Will Robertson at free safety, David Ullman. Barry, Wayne County getting ready to run through the split sign. They've also got a brand new helmet to run out of, and the season started, and they're led as always by Baker Bryant up front.
That's right, and that crowd cheering can only mean one thing. They have hit this field running. So, it's it. Man, it's good to have football back, you know, especially with our Cardinals being so bad.
Aaron Martin waving the American flag to get things underway. The cheerleaders, they made their way to the sideline. And the kicker for Wayne County, I failed to mention, is Casey Hunt. And they're going to put the ball down at the 40 as Casey will come out and kick this thing away for the Cats. It's Color Explosion is the theme tonight. If anybody's watching on YouTube and you're seeing some of the Wayne County students walking by, Color Explosion. They're supposed to deck yourself out head to toe in the same color. So you see some purple, you see black, pink, orange, white. You see it all. Some of the guys decided they'd just paint up for this. I don't know if they got Ralph in on that paint up or not, but he's always a candidate to try and help things out. Let's see who's back deep to receive this kick for the Tigers. Back there's number 21, Darian Meza. We'll see if Wayne County tries to avoid the kick there. And number 22 also back there, that's Kevin Cooper. And number 4 over there, J.P. Easterling. Looks like Wayne County's going to go off the left hash, or to kick this thing away.
And it's good to be back on the radio, Dave.
Oh, yeah, missed a year last year.
I kind of feel like Guns N' Roses when they came back, back on tour. The band is back.
The band.
So it's good to sit by you.
Is back. So the ball's on the tee for Hunt to kick this thing away. Mount Pleasant expecting a short kick as the deep man back at about the 12. And it's going to be squibbed here to the right side. It's going to be fielded on a couple of hops there by Cooper. And Cooper makes the man miss at the 30, darts his way outside, stays on his feet at the 40 and down the sidelines to the 50. Makes a man miss inside the 30 and grabbing him and tackling him from behind for the Cats is number 20, Dane Bryant. But great field position here for the Tigers as Cooper showed his elusiveness down the left sideline and has got the football inside the Wildcat 30.
Not only did he show speed there, but like you said, his side-to-side movements were quick. So not the way the Cats wanted to get started there, but it just shows you how talented and athletic this group is.
They're going to put the ball right at the 30. And Wayne County's defense looked good the last scrimmage, but it's got a real challenge here. Mount Pleasant open up in the shotgun. Nick Brown, the quarterback, flanked to his right. And Jacob McClure, 2 receivers to the right, tight end left. And they're going to run it to McClure off the right side. And he darts to the outside at the 30, cuts it up inside 25. It hit hard there on the outside, and the flag coming in late as McClure had moved the ball down to about the 22. And we'll see what this flag is.
Was that Robertson?
That was Will Robertson that came in and made the hit, number 1. Wayne County's acting like this flag is against them. It's a face mask against the Cats. So that's going to give the Tigers a first down.
We came up and hit him hard. I didn't see the face mask. It couldn't have been him that did it. It might have been the other Cat that was holding him. I'm not sure who that was.
Okay, they placed this ball inside the 15. They're just kind of kicking the ball along there. Down to the 12. So Mount Pleasant's had a kick return and now a penalty after a short run. And the football's at the Wildcat 12 on the right hash. Brown, the quarterback in the shotgun. McClure at his right. We got a couple of receivers split out to the left. Davis and Holt. Some movement from an back up front, and there's the give McClure looking for some room around the left end. Wayne County trying to string it out and making a tackle or holding on for dear life, rather in the backfield. With Sailor Skelton, and then he strings the play out and able to prevent any gain. Is it a go down for, maybe you got a half yard, maybe. It looks like it'll be 2nd and 10, though, Barry, there at the 12.
Great job by the defense stringing that play out. A good job right there. Keeping him out there wide, and good job of Sailor hanging on.
And they're going to put it at the 13. Is that right, Barry? Check that out. So that's going to be a loss of 1. So now,
yeah, that's great.
It'll be 2nd and 11. Holt, or Brown rather, in the shotgun, going to fake, going up to throw. Wayne County giving some pressure. Brown in trouble. Dodging guys in the back. Talon Keaton comes up and smokes him back outside the 25. And so that's going to go down as a big loss. Keaton not fooled as Brown stumbled. And Keaton dropped him for a loss of 10 plus, and it's going to be 3rd and long.
Having a quarterback with the arm that can move is a good thing, but sometimes that can get him in trouble as he kept on just running backwards to get away from the defense there. But good job of the Cats tracking him down. What a loss right there. 10-yard loss.
Wayne County going to lose 3 defensive linemen there, and they hadn't shown that in scrimmages, and I'm not sure Mount Pleasant's been ready for the 5 linebacker look yet. Brown in the shotgun, one back to the side. Wayne County showing blitz. Brown on a roll right, looks to throw, now under a little bit of pressure. Zips one over the middle, and it's going to come up well short, and it's going to bring up 4th and long.
Cats were wanting a hold there. That 3-man front was getting to the quarterback there a little bit. Didn't get the holding call, but a good job of secondary there, staying with it.
David Ullman in coverage back there in the end zone, forcing an incomplete pass. 10:02 showing on the stadium clock. Our score 0-0. Mount Pleasant facing a 4th and 23. I thought they were going to gain a yard on an incomplete pass, it looked like. I'm pretty sure they had that ball spotted at the 25. Now they're going to put it back at the 25. They initially had it at the 24. Well, the Wayne County defense come up big here on 4th and 23 and get the football for its offense. Brown in the shotgun, one back to his right, receiver right, left. Straight back drop, looks to throw, going over the middle. It's going to be high and incomplete. Wayne County holds, forcing an incomplete pass. So Mount Pleasant penetrates the Wayne County 20, but the defense rises up, Barry, and forces the turnover on down.
Yeah, big kickoff return for the Tigers there, but that didn't amount to much because the Cats were bringing it right there on defense on that stand. Great job right there opening drive for the defense. Let's see if the offense can do the same thing here.
Wayne County going to take over with 9:57 on the clock after forcing a turnover on downs. And Drew Beavis in the shotgun. They're going to open with Talon Keaton in the backfield beside him. They'll split Skelton out to the right. Castleman there in the slot. Butler off to the left. Beavis trying to get Skelton down the line in motion. There's a snap fake on the give. Straight back drop. Wayne County going to throw, going long. And Hauser, man, breaking free was Butler, but overthrown there at midfield. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
I like it right there. Come out, try to hit him with something deep there. Had a couple guys open, just kind of got him overthrown right there on the pass.
They like the matchup they had there with Ryder Butler, the senior. Trying to head up the seam, Barry, up the middle. 9:52. On the stadium clock, 0-0 our score, 2nd and 10. Barry, I think we probably got Leroy Andrews listening in. I know he had a birthday party to attend and wasn't going to get here right at the start of the game. May be here by now. We'll see. Wayne County going under center, split back veer look. 2 receivers to the right. Beavis under center. There's the give up the middle on the dive and falling forward from the 25 out to the 28-29 yard line was Jacob Nest.
Good job right there. Picked up a few right there. 4 yards on the pickup. Good job. Got to be smart here, though. If you don't get the first down, we don't want that TO. So we do decide to throw. Let's be smart here.
And they got the board saying 28, and that may be accurate. I'm going to call it more like the 29, 3rd and 6. We got a whistle here from the White Hat in the backfield.
Timeout on the field.
No.
Oh, we got an equipment in here.
I'll go. I know what that is. He doesn't have his knee pads in, and he doesn't have his pants pulled down past his knees.
Well, I get an update here. Corey Anderson listening in the hospital to the Wildcats. So speedy recovery to whatever's ailing him. There's the give to Butler, and Ryder makes a man miss, darts around. Did he get a first down? I believe so. Yes. He had to get to the 35, made a cut in the middle of the field, and moved it out across the 35 to the 36.
Big time run right there. Ryder Butler just quick, strong, everything you want right there in the run back. Good job, Cats.
And Corey's grandson with a nice run now to get the Wildcats' first down of the season. 9:08 to go here in the first, and the Cats look to mount a drive. Davis in the shotgun, Butler to his right. There's the give. Ryder with some room up the middle, and he's going to stay on his feet and back his way out near the 40-yard line.
Well, good job right there of eluding that tackle. That tackle's got to weigh probably 400 pounds. That's a big dude right there. Poor Ryder.
Second and 7 rather facing the Cats. Give Butler 3 on that carry.
Yeah, Connor Scarer, I guess is how you pronounce his last name. That's a big kid.
8.5 left here in the first. Clock moves. Let's call it 2nd and 6 here from the 40. You got to get it out to the 46. Beavis in the shotgun. Hard count. He pulls Mount Pleasant offside.
Definitely Cats have been working on that guy.
Showed some discipline there. Wayne County didn't fall for it. Now to move it out 5 yards upfield to the 45, and it'll bring up 2nd and 1.
And you know what? In high school football, that play works more than it doesn't. Trying to draw them off. Good job of the Cats. Knowing right there, like I said, stay disciplined right there on that. Good job.
See if Wayne County keep this drive going. They'll split a couple of receivers out to the right. Butler to Beavis's left. Oh, got a fumble here in the backfield. Drew able to fall on it back there at the 42. And that's been what's kind of caused Wayne County the problems is the exchange issues. As Drew put it in the stomach there of Butler, and on the exchange, I think Beavis wanted to pull it and run it himself. Hit the deck, and that'll go down as a loss of 3. It was 3rd and 1, and now it's going to be 3rd and 4. Still a manageable 3rd down. 7.5 to play here in the first. Our score 0-0.
So, yeah, manageable, but, boy, you'd love to have ran that play 3rd and 1 or 2nd and 1 and got something there.
David Grant Dixon, Sailor Skelton, the receivers out to the right. They'll go with a split back set. Brian, motion from the right end down the left. Beavis under center. There's the give to Butler. He's hit hard. He's going to be driven back. He's going to be a couple of yards shy. Well, actually, they're going to give him a good spot there out to the 45. Coach Willis's first decision here, really, as it's going to be 4th and 1. Well, this ball spotted right on the 45-yard line, and they got to get it to the 46.
They're going for it. I like this.
Well, and a lot of times it's how far can you punt the football, and of course Mount Pleasant with dangerous return men, you may punt it and wind up netting a loss out of this.
I think this shows you trust your guys too right here.
Split back set. Davis going to quarterback sneak, and he's hit, but he fell forward, and I believe he's going to have it. According to the spot here on the sideline, he had to get to the 47. Dean Bryant thinks so. He signals with the right hand. And he's going to get it by 4 yards out to the 47.
You know, Drew, just like I do, big, strong kid. So if he can't get you a yard on that quarterback sneak, there's not anybody else out there that can.
Wayne County with 7 plays already in this drive. And out to the 47. Took over with 9:57 on the clock, and now it ticks down to 6:15. Ball on the right hash. Beavis in the shotgun. Splitting out wide to the left, Sailor Skelton and Butler beside Beavis. There's the give to Ryder. Looks for a hole off the left side. Darts through it. Moves his way across midfield to the 48.
And just keep that defense on the field right there. We'll take little chunks and big chunks as long as we keep the chains moving. Good job right there, Ryder. Good job offensive line. Giving him a big hole there. Big 5-yard gain.
Manager Lucas Bull Horton trying to get the crowd up here on the sideline. 2nd and 5 facing the Cats. From the Mount Pleasant 48 as Wayne County's made its way into Tiger territory. Beavis in the shotgun. Fake on the give to Butler. Under pressure now. Drew going to try and scramble, and he's going to be wrestled down near the sticks. They're going to go for a loss of 1. Drew felt that pressure coming off the side and tried to get what he could get. Thought he might be able to push forward, but good job there by the Tigers to force the loss of 1 and bring up the 3rd and long, 3rd and 6.
Yeah, he did a good job. That timer in his head went off where you got to pull it and try to move there. I wish he'd have went to the outside because wasn't much there on the inside. He got hit pretty good right there.
Yeah, and up around the head at that, but Drew bounced up. Seemingly no issues after the hit. Castleman and Skelton split out wide to the left. They got Brian at the tight end here to the right. And Butler flanks Beavis to his right side. Snap. Fake on the give. Beavis on the keep. He's in trouble. He's going to fall forward, and he stretched it a good 2 yards. That makes it a manageable 4th down, Barry. That's the 10th play for the Cats. Coach Willis looking it over. He's trying to find out what we got. It's 4th and 3, Coach. Here from the 47, 4.5 to play here in the opening quarter, and Wayne County putting together a drive. This drive started on the Wildcat 25. 10 plays later, we're at the Mount Pleasant 47. This is what you said, Barry. Can Wayne County maintain the football on the ground?
And the big kid, 69 from Mount Pleasant, defensive tackle, his helmet came off, so he has got to sit out this play. Here's a big opportunity.
They're in the gun. 4th and 3. Davis trying to pull them off sides. Is Wayne County going to snap it? We're down underneath 5 seconds, and the Cats going to call timeout.
Oh, man, you had him out of the game. Because he's a big guy to move.
Yeah, you can say that again. 3:57 going on the clock here, and it's 4th down and 4 for the Cats. As Wayne County's got to get it to the Mount Pleasant 43. It sits at the 47. Wayne County moving left to right as you listen to us here.
We want to thank Wayne County Car Bureau for sponsoring this event.
Boy, these pretzels are making me thirsty.
I brought you some pretzels up here, but they're covered in chocolate. That shouldn't be the same.
I figured you'd catch that.
I do get that. That's Kramer's line. Wayne County going to punt. No. Wayne County with a perfect call. And Case might have heard footsteps, but the freshman couldn't hold it. Wayne County turned it over on downs.
All right.
He's going to fake, going to throw the hitch pass out to the right, or the swing pass rather. Called out there by Jaden. He's making me a miss up the far sidelines. Gets it inside the 50. And stopped at about the 47. Jaden McClure there. There's 2 McClures.
But Jaden right there showed a little strength.
Jakin and Jaden, so it's easier to say Jaden than Jakin. He'll be Jaden and the other guy be McClure for our sake.
All right. But Jaden did a good job right there showing strength. He kind of dragged the Wildcat for a couple yards.
About a 6-yard gain there on 1st down. Went out of bounds, stopped the clock, 3:45 to go in the first.
A little confusion there on the defense.
Brown staying in the shotgun. Wayne County staying with a 3-man front. Low snap. Brown on a straight back drop. Looks to throw. Tries to stand tall. Fires one down the right side. Got a man running open. He runs underneath it. He'll score a touchdown. A bullet of a pass there from Nick Brown to Darian Mazza. And it's a 6-0 Mount Pleasant lead there on a laser from Brown.
Yeah, what a pass. Offensive line there for Mount Pleasant gave him a little bit of time. Like you said, he threw a laser down the field. Probably about 40 yards, right on the money.
Well, Mount Pleasant going to attempt the PAT. Hey, what's the number on that? Is that Wheatley? 38? All right, Wheatley on to attempt the kick. Low snap. Good job by the holder to get that down, and Wheatley boots it up and through. Just slipped it in the left side, maybe. And it's a 7-0 Mount Pleasant lead here with 3:36 to play in the first. So what a turn of events, as Wayne County thought they might have had a conversion on a 4th down fake punt. Instead, turned over on downs, and just 2 plays later, Mount Pleasant's in the end zone in the kick and a 17-0 lead.
Yeah, Cats went from a possible touchdown on that fake punt. Just couldn't hang on to the pass. Right back to, man, what a bullet he threw there. That was a pretty nice pass. Showing their speed, though.
Yeah, a pass from, I guess that went for 47 yards. Nick Brown to Mazza to cap that 2-play drive. 2 plays, 53 yards, 19 seconds on the drive for the Tigers. But Wayne County going to get the ball back here on the kickoff. Well, you know, you hear a lot of energy. I feel like a lot of energy left the stadium with that, Barry, but Wayne County moved the ball. So, you know, you got to feel like you can continue to do it. You just got to take what you can. You know, try and not fumble. As Wayne County had that fumble that kind of put them behind the sticks, overcame that with a 4th down conversion. And then had the drop, but it can overcome that as well. Ball on the tee at the 40, and Wheatley ready to kick this thing away. And back deep to receive for the Cats. It's going the way of Case and Castleman. It bounces past him. It's free inside the 10. He ranges back, picks it up in trouble in the backfield, makes a man miss, makes another man miss, and then hit inside the 15. Wayne County with poor field position this time.
Yeah, you hate to let that kick bounce right there, because that football doesn't give you a true bounce. Castleman kind of struggled with it there. Kind of put our backs against the wall right there.
3:29 to go here in quarter number 1. A 7-0 Mount Pleasant lead. And Wayne County, where have they put that ball, Barry? About the 13.
Yep.
Wayne County going to operate under center. David Grant Dixon, Sailor Skelton split out to the left, to the right. Split back set behind Davis. There's the give up the middle. Wayne County able to push forward for maybe 1.
Yeah, not much there on that one.
Mount Pleasant tightening up a bit up front. Butler on the carry, Ryder that is. Well, Wayne County had an 11-play drive, so far Wayne County's ran 11 plays, Mount Pleasant 7. If you're one of those people who try to keep up with discrepancy in plays. 3:05, clock moves. First quarter, 7-0 Mount Pleasant. Beavis under center, split back set. Two receivers split out wide right. Bryant flops from the right end, or from the left end down to the right. Going to run the option down the line. Beavis on the keep up the middle, and he's cut down at about the 15.
Yeah, not much going there.
Game there, so now it's 3rd and 8. These are situations Wayne County's tried to avoid, but they're in one here, 3rd and 8. Here comes Keaton, checking in to replace Dixon.
Well, you keep thinking smashing it inside. We're fixing to pull one of those or pitch it. Maybe get a big game here, or gain here. Suck the outside linebackers in.
Different package here as Ullman comes in to replace Castleman. Wayne County going from the shotgun. Bryant at the tight end to the left, and Beavis in the shotgun with Butler to his left and 2 receivers right. There's the give to Ryder in a big hole off the right side. He makes the first man miss, stays on his feet, pushes his way out across the 20 into the 22, and I believe he's going to be a yard shy.
Yeah, yard shy, but what a run right there. Good job of Ryder's. Like I said, he's fast and quick. He hit that hole open. Open right there.
And he got a couple extra yards out of it.
That's closer than you think right there at 4th down.
Well, it's about a yard, and Wayne County going to punt, or at least send the punt unit in.
Yeah, you don't want to get yourself in trouble here by going forward and not getting it.
Yeah, you don't have that analyst, the analytics guy sitting up in the sky to tell you what to do you, Barry, like you do in the NFL?
Right.
1:20 to play here in the 4th, 4th and less than 1. Ryder Butler, the punter. Mount Pleasant playing it safe. There's the snap, and here's the boot.
Good
It's going to
job.
turn over to 50 and build it on the run there for the Tigers is number 21, Mazza, and he's going to make the catch near midfield, turn it upfield, and get down inside the 40 and near the 36.
Boy, I had a chance to clock him right there, and we just missed it. He was running up, getting ready to catch it. Seemed like somebody should have laid him out.
But, you know, a lot of times you see people get away from it like that. He was over on the far hash, and he ranged way over and made the catch on the move and turned it up and got nearly 14 on the return. So now Mount Pleasant looking to add here as they take over at the 36 with 1:04 to play here in the first, and that's the Wayne County 36. Brown in the shotgun, one back to his right, 2 receivers. Low snap, fake on the give, going to throw the pass out right. Hard left out there. Will Robertson coming up and making a stick there on Caden Davis. Good God. Jeez. That's 2 licks from Robertson.
By number 1.
He ain't scared.
You heard that up here. Good. No, he did. He laid him out.
I tell you what,
I'd stay away
you
from that.
get hit a few times like that, you might not throw that little hitch over there too much. I know I wouldn't want to get hit like that.
That's 2 big hits from him right there.
Pick on somebody else, maybe? Of course, you can always set up the hitch and go, I guess. Shotgun formation. Comes a man down the line. They're going to pitch it to Miles on the speed sweep, looking to get around the edge. Keaton gives chase. He's going to make the tackle from behind. And Mazza loses his helmet as Keaton throws Mazza down for a loss.
Great
And that's going to
job.
bring up 3rd and long.
Great job again stringing that play out. That's what you got to do with these speed guys. Don't let them get that edge right there. Just keep stringing it out till you get some help. Good job right there by the defense.
And that's going to well, no, wait a minute. We got a stop clock here with 3 seconds, so I guess we're going to get one more. He didn't go out. Okay, there we go. That's going to take us to the end of the first quarter with the score of Mount Pleasant 7, Wayne County 0. We're back with second quarter action after this timeout. You're listening to Wildcats Football on Big Oldies Radio.
Mount Pleasant Tigers lead the pass.
Moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to Wayne County football here on Big Odie's Radio. We're at the start of the second quarter. It's Mount Pleasant football, and they're facing 3rd and 11 from the Wayne County 37-yard line. Mount Pleasant now moving left to right. They're headed toward the field house end. Cap defense been strong, minus that one deep pass.
Yeah. With a
47-yard touchdown pass Mount Pleasant threw there in the first quarter. The defense looked really good. Of course, it doesn't take much. You give up a couple of big plays, and it can change everything. Is Wayne County going to cover this guy on the slide here?
Well, with it being in cat territory here, Mount Pleasant's probably going to go on 4th down.
Okay, Butler going to range over and cover him as we get ready to start here. Mount Pleasant standing in the shotgun. We got flags flying here up front. We got a motion penalty against the Tigers.
Yeah, 21. He was out wide right here. He tried to get a head start. Definitely going to pass it right there.
Mazza?
Yeah, that was
That's
Mazza.
the guy who made the touchdown grab. That makes it 3rd and 16.
Oh, we got a little chatter going on over here.
Huh? Might have heard Baker here on the side. Brown in the shotgun. Looks to his right, stands tall, gets pressure up the middle. It's underthrown as he's hit right as he threw by Aaron Martin. It comes up way short, and it's going to bring up 4th and long.
Boy, Martin hit him right in the ribs as he was starting to throw it.
You know,
what a hit.
You see those intercepted sometimes, but that ball didn't float. It stayed on the line. It was well underthrown due to the hit. But, buddy, if it would have floated up, Wayne County might have been in business there.
That's one of those hits you don't want your quarterback taking. That.
Are the Tigers going to go for this?
Well.
I mean, they're outside the 40.
Well.
4th and 17. Talk about, wow, guts here. They might not think Wayne County's offense can do it, or maybe the quarterback's going to punt. Brown stand back to the 50. Yeah, he's going to sneak back, and he's going to punt it. Oh, we got two people moving there at the same time, and there's a short punt. Wayne County going to let it hit. It lands at the 20 and kicks its way out of bounds here on the Wildcat sideline to 16. And that flag's going to go against the Tigers. We'll see if Wayne County will decline that and just take over at the 16.
Referee was on it. He was on that.
Oh, I saw him throw the flag. Yeah, he had it. And we're just waiting to see if Wayne County is just going to decline this. I mean, it only went down as less than a 30-yard punt. So I figured the Cats would decline it, and they will. It'd be hard to do a whole lot better, Barry.
Yeah.
11:45 to play in the second. Wayne County defense stands tall, forcing Mount Pleasant backwards on that drive as Mount Pleasant took over on the 36 and then wound up punting from back at about the 46.
And 56, Ryan Powell for Mount Pleasant has come in at the other tackle. Those are two huge tackles. Look at it.
Beavis in the gun. Got a receiver split out wide right. There's the give to Butler. He dodges one, tries to get it outside, got a hole. Can he get a block? He darts it up inside the block of Skelton and takes it across the 25 and out to the 27.
Big gain right there. Good job, Ryder. One man right there, he beats him, and Ryder's gone.
Sarah Beth Perman listening to us here on the radio. And Butler with a first down run. First and 10, 11:34 to play here in the second. It's Mount Pleasant 7, Wayne County 0. Cats with a first down, looking to move the football. Davis in the shotgun. They'll split out two receivers to the left. Drew looks out the way of Saylor. Takes the snap, gives it to Butler. Butler with some room off the left side, tries to hit around one defender, does so at the 33, stretches it to the outside, and spun out of bounds near the 40. Give Butler another first down on that run.
There, showing the speed again. He got wrapped up, showed a little strength there, too.
Oh, no.
No, he's fine. You can't. Ryder's, he's tough. That's a tough kid right there.
Well, he definitely is tough, but I don't like seeing him hobbled there as he got that football out to the 40. Wayne County on the move. Two runs by Ryder. Butler's moved this thing from the 16 out to the 40. 11:05 to play here in the second. Beavis in the shotgun. They got two receivers here to the short side. There's the give to Nenis. He stays on his feet there after getting hit in the backfield. Bounces off tacklers and moves it out to the 45. Jacob Nenis with a good 5-yard run when it looked like it might be 0.
Yeah, go from Ryder with the speed on the outside to pounding it up the middle there. So he was just bouncing off guys. Bounced off 3 tackles there.
Coleman checking in for Castleman here. Wayne County huddles up back at the 40, moving right to the left. And Beavis in the shotgun. Nina beside him. 2 receivers out wide right, tight end left. There's a snap. There's a give. Nina's looking for him around the right end. Darts. Finds a little hole and gets drugged down from behind near the 50. Jake with a good run there. Give him about 4, and that gets it out near midfield. And Wayne County nearing another first down.
Well, Tigers had him pinned up for about a 1-yard gain, and he drug a guy 2 extra yards. So.
Jeremy Butler listing the end, Barry.
What about it, Bud? Butler, how's it going, my man?
Number 7 from back in the day.
He knows something about running the football.
Absolutely, he does. Third and 1 from the 49 facing the Cats, and they'll go from the shotgun. Beavis with a snap. Fake on the give. He's going to pull it and get it out to the outside there on the right side. He's got the first down and more. Inside the 45, inside the 40. And Drew Beavis with a good read there and give Drew 11 on that rush.
Yeah, like I said, keep sucking them in there on the inside. Drew did a great job of pulling that ball. Big gain. And I'm glad he got out of bounds, Dave, right there, saving himself a hit.
You know, talk to him about that Drew having that linebacker mentality, always wanted to just try and drive through folks.
Well,
but every lick you can save yourself just helps you on down the line.
Especially when you're playing linebacker on defense.
Yeah, they've moved him outside instead of inside for that very reason. Beavis in the shotgun. There's the give. Butler looking for some room. Darts through a hole there off the left side. Stays on his feet. And then he's pulled down at about the 35. And waiting on whistles. The whistles were slow to come that time. We got a flag coming in here very late. What's this going to be? Let's hope this could be detrimental big time if it's against Wayne County.
It looks like somebody from Mount Pleasant's down big time.
The ball spotted at the 35. Coach Lance looking out here trying to figure out what's going on.
Somebody's hurt.
And Coach Willis going out to chat here with somebody. He's just finding out if he can go check on the Mount Pleasant player. We got a personal foul against Wayne County. Oh, me.
Hit by a personal foul against the Cats.
And Coach Blackwell out talking to one of the officials. I think they're just trying to sort out what happened because I didn't decipher what it was. But with the injury here, we've kind of got a timeout.
Well, I mean, it looked like Ryder's forward progress had stopped, and the referees just didn't blow the whistle. So, yeah, now he's going to look to hit somebody.
But that hurts. Because it's a dead ball, so the down's going to count. And it's going to be 15 yards back to the 50.
Yeah,
so instead of being 2nd and 5, Barry, it's going to be 2nd and 20. I'm quite certain the down's going to count since he signaled dead ball. 9:19 to play here in the second. Mount Pleasant in front 7-0. Still an injured player down for the Tigers at the 35.
Who is that? Way he was rolling around, it didn't look good. I couldn't catch a number.
No, I'm not sure either, Barry.
Number 10.
Up and to his feet, so maybe everything's going to be okay there, Barry.
Skylar Witherspoon.
Here comes Thor Carlton into the game. Number 70. Ty, as he's known to some. Thor, as he's known to others. And Wayne County's going to have to go with it 2nd and 20 as Carlton comes in for Jackson Pope. Receiver split out the left, Castleman and Skelton. Davis in the gun. Fake on the give, looks to throw. Heavy pressure, gets rid of it down the middle. Skelton goes high, it's overthrown and picked off. Mount Pleasant going the other way. That's Hayden Holt. He's across midfield now, runs into his own man, stays on his feet though, takes it inside the 40, and now down to the 36.
Yeah, just a little bit overthrown, and that could be some first game nerves right there.
A little bit of pressure too. You know, you had people bearing down on you. He stood tall and stood in there. But that's as much a result of that penalty as well.
That's exactly right. That's what I was about to say. You don't get that penalty, you're not even in that situation there. So, That hurt the Cats.
So Mount Pleasant going to take over here with 9:03 to go in the second quarter after the interception. And they've taken over again in Wayne County territory at the Wildcat 36. This Wildcat defense stood tall. They need a play once again as Mount Pleasant's going to utilize a timeout. So, you know, Barry, what have you seen from this Wildcat defense tonight? It's been under the gun. Mount Pleasant started its first drive at the Wildcat 25 or at the Wildcat 30. And Wayne County was able to turn it away after just 5 yards. Mount Pleasant started its second drive at the 47. They scored on that one. Mount Pleasant started its third drive at the Wildcat 36, and now it's starting its fourth drive at the Wayne County 36. So the entire drives of Mount Pleasant's been inside Wayne County territory. And as of now, Mount Pleasant with just 7 points.
Well, with the terrible field position that the Cats are allowing, take away one play, and we've got a 0-0 ball game. So, minus that one play, the Cats are playing physical. They're doing a good job of stretching the plays out, taking away the speed of Mount Pleasant, and they're getting after the quarterback. So I like those. We just need that big turnover to happen right here.
You know, Barry, one thing different is you look down here to our right at the field house, you see Reuben Bryant with the end zone camera, and I watched some of that film from Forrest. What a different look when you get a look at like what some of the NFL coaches and things like that see. That end zone look, man, you can really see what's going on there, and I like that if you look down there toward where our dressing room is.
Yeah, that's the best way to watch a game. When you get that camera view from the side, you miss a whole bunch.
Mount Pleasant going to go from the shotgun. Brown there, 4 receivers, low snap. Brown on a straight back drop. Looks here, swings it out, complete at the 35. Sheds a tackler there. The Tiger receiver, number 20, McClure, making men miss. Inside the 30, ball's free on the ground. Where the hell are you going to have it? Here we go. The Cats just tackling the football, forces the turnover. And once again, Mount Pleasant's turned away inside Wayne County territory. That play had gone for big yardage as McClure got it down near the 10.
Yeah, McClure bouncing around, shaking and baking, and that ball just came loose right there. A big turnover, that's exactly what we needed to get the momentum back.
Turn it over on the fumble. Will Robertson there again, Barry. Will didn't elect to play last year, but I'm kind of glad he's playing this year.
Yeah. You wouldn't know it that he's missed.
Davis in the gun. Butler back in there. He makes a man miss at the line of scrimmage. Starts through the hole out across the 15. Well, and he looks like he might be slow to get up once again. Ryder's a gamer, though.
Yeah.
A lot of heart there from that senior.
The gamer and everything he does. Everything.
Just loves to play. They saw it, the coaches, so they're going to get Ryder out. Ryder's had a big first half. Preston Stegall next door doing the stats. We'll have an update on the statistical side of things for you at half. 8:36 on the clock here. Not sure why it stopped. Now it started back. Beavis in the gun. High snap. There's the give. We got a flag here before things get started.
Flag on the play.
That's going to be on the offense.
Yeah.
That's a false start there against the Cats.
I didn't see anybody jump.
I did not. It was 2nd and 5. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10. Here comes Dixon in for Skelton. The referee with the flag thrown there. So he spotted something. So back where we started. Meanest beside Beavis. 2 receivers split out wide right. That's Dixon and Castleman. Bryant to tight end here off the left. There's the give to Nenest. He makes a man miss at the line of scrimmage. Can't get away from the next wave of tacklers. And he's going to be stacked up for a short gain. That's going to bring up. That's going to bring up 3rd and long, Barry.
Yeah, Mount Pleasant again, creeping those linebackers and that safety up. Of course, you're in a 3rd and long here. You might want to save this play, but it might be a good idea here, next series or two, try to hit that hot pass, release the tight end. Especially with the creeping up.
We're at 7:50 to go here in the second. Mount Pleasant still leads 7-0. Beavis in the gun. 2 receivers split out wide left. There's a snap. There's the give to Butler. Butler tries to get to the outside and does so. Cuts it up. He's got some room out across the 20. Lunges for the first down out to the 25. Ryder Butler. Wow. You talk about a man ready to play some football. Ryder Butler is.
Yeah, no quit in him, kind of hobbling around a little bit. man, he just put the Cats on his shoulders and said, hang on, guys, we're going to get a first down here. What a dive right there to be that aware of what's going on.
He knew it was close. Nice job. 1st and 10 here. Cats with the football on the left hash, moving right to left. 7:16 to go in the second. Mount Pleasant 7, Wayne County 0. Beavis in the gun. Butler beside him to his left. There's the give. Ryder looks for some room. He's stacked up this time, driven backwards after a short gain.
Here we go. I'd release that tight end right here. I'd do that hot test because they're creeping them up again.
Barry's keeping an eye. You know anything about tight ends? You keep mentioning these tight ends, Barry.
I played there a little bit. I just wasn't fast. I had Coggins.
Wayne County calling timeout here. That's the second. The clock. Wayne County have one timeout left. Barry. Plenty of time, though, as Wayne County faces 2nd and 9 from its own 26. What have you been impressed with so far tonight, Barry?
I've been impressed with the effort. First of all, Coach Willis said the guys have bought in all week in practice. I've been really, really impressed with the effort. The game plan's been great.
Yeah.
Coach Cruz said this all the time. You can decide a game on 3 plays.
Right, he's right.
There's been about 2 plays this half. Besides that, it's been a great ball game.
Yeah, he's right. He'd always say come down to, 4 or 5 plays a lot of times. Wayne County's really ran the plays. I mean, when you total it up, Wayne County had 11 plays on that first drive, just 4 on the second, but 7 on the third. This is going to be the 5th play of this drive upcoming, whereas Mount Pleasant's had drives of 5, 2, 4, and 1. So Wayne County, a lot more plays thus far than Mount Pleasant. I don't know what that's worth. There are people that pay attention to how many plays you get to run as compared to somebody else. Beavis in the gun, Butler to his left. Fake on the give. Beavis shrugs off a face mask, stays on his feet, and he drives defenders out across the 30 and to the 31. A good gain there for Drew. It brings up 3rd and about 4.
And that timeout wasn't necessarily to get everybody on the page. I think that timeout was to give Drew a break and to give Ryder just a little bit of a break.
Well, it's a hot night, too. Of course, Wayne County used to it as they had to practice in a lot of heat. Castleman runs in here with the play from the sidelines.
But a good play call there. This is very manageable right here. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 4. Davis in the gun. They'll split 2 receivers here to the short side, to the left. There's the give to Butler. Butler with a hole up the middle. He's got the first down. Staying on his feet across the 40 to the 42.
Well, he is just lowering his head and he's running like a 250-pound back right now. Big time run.
Another first down for Ryder. 5:57 to play in the second.
And if you notice, Dave, the offensive line's giving him a hole there, and that linebacker's not wanting to come up there and meet him at all.
Can Wayne County cap off a drive? This drive started back on the 11-yard line. Wayne County's moved it out to the 42. Beavis in the gun. There's the give to Nenis. Looking for some room off the right side. He darts through a hole. He'll get a nice gain out to the 46.
And I like this right here. You still, like I said, plenty of time. Just keep on running that clock right here. Keep that defense on the field.
It'd be nice if Wayne County could get a good chunk play here somewhere. 2nd and 6 after the 4-yard run by Jake. 5:13 to play here in the second. Mount Pleasant 7, Wayne County 0. Tigers with that long scoring strike back in the first. 47-yard pass play. Only score thus far. Wayne County with the football. 2nd and 6 from its own 46. There's the give to Butler. He darts around one defender, cuts across midfield, stays on his feet and upended as he gets to the Mount Pleasant 47, 48-yard line.
And he is wearing them down. Offensive line, Ryder Butler, they are wearing this defensive line and these backs out.
Well, that's enough for a first down. With 4:45 to play here. Wayne County still with plenty of time.
Give Ryder a break this play.
Beavis in the gun. Wayne County again in Mount Pleasant territory. Snap, fake on the give. Beavis takes it, shrugs off the first tackle, and just uses that power to drive forward for 4 yards down to the 44.
And he's got the power, too. Guy lives in the weight room. You can see it on him. He was dragging a couple guys on that one.
Well, they whipped him there across the shoulder pads that time. But it's going to take more than that to get Drew to the turf, I think. 4:08, clock move, second quarter. Wayne County trailing 7-0. Beavis in the gun. He stands with his heels near the 50. Fake on the give to Butler. Beavis on the keep up the middle. He takes it down just inside the 40, or maybe right at the 40, and it's going to be third and short.
If you look at Mount Pleasant right now, hands on their hips, you can see them breathing. They're getting tired right here. They're just wanting to get to halftime.
10th play of the drive sets up a 3rd and 2, it seems, as that ball spotted back to 40. Butler comes to the sidelines, Barry, just trying to walk off whatever little ailment he has there in the ankle. Beavis in the gun. Give to Nenis. Nice little move there in the backfield. Stays on his feet and drives forward inside the 35 and down to the 33. Jake Nenis moving the sticks.
Willie said, we're not going to throw anything fancy at you. We're just fixing to run it down your throat. That's exactly what you're seeing on this drive.
3:20, Barry.
Just taking it to them right here.
This drive started with 8:49 on the clock back at the Wayne County 11-yard line. Wayne County's run 11 plays and moved it to the Tiger 33. 3:07 to play in the second. Beavis in the gun, 2 receivers out wide right. Butler back in there to Beavis's left. He'll get the carry. Following Martin. Cuts off the block, dives his way inside the 30. That's going to be a gain of about 5. Looks like he went down about the 27, 28-yard line.
And you got guys running off the field on defense for Mount Pleasant, holding a hand up, wanting a break. I'm telling you, they're tired right here. Cats are moving at that will.
2:38. Clock moving here in the second. Beavis in the gun. There's Jake Nenis. He's got the carry off the left side. He's hit, and he's dropped inside the 25 at about the 24. That's 13 plays.
And we're going hurry up here, too, and I like that from Coach Willis.
They started the Midnight Madness with the hurry-up offense. You had all the people out here, and that was like the first thing that they did. So I know they've repped it a lot. 3rd and short here facing the Cats. 2:06 to play in the second. 2nd and 1 from the Tiger 24. Beavis fake on the give to Castman. He's got a keeper off the left side. He's upended, going to drive forward. He's got the first down to the 21.
And there again, it's going to take more than one to bring him down. Good job of Drew right there, just dragging guys.
14 plays. There, Barry.
What, almost 7 minutes? 7.
8:49 down to 150. Beavis in the gun. Butler to his left. 2 receivers out wide right. Mount Pleasant shifts around up front. There's the snap. Beavis on the carry around the right side. Cuts it up. Darts around one defender. They put inside the 20. We got a flag here late as Barry saw a fumble. We got a fumble and a flag. 1:32. Clock stop.
I think Ryder took a lick right there.
And they got it spotted at the 20, Barry.
Good, we got it. All right, good.
Dane Bryant signaling Wayne County football. Talon Keaton may have come up with a football.
Let's hope this is a face mask right here.
His helmet came off, so he's got to leave. And what's the call? I saw a flag.
All right.
Did they throw a flag instead of a beanbag, you think, maybe, accidentally?
Probably.
Okay, so Wayne County football, 2nd and 8 from the 20. Beavis in the gun, 1:27 to go here. There's the give to Butler, and he's spun down. Throw backwards, stays on his feet. Now he's in big trouble. Going to try and get it outside. In big trouble now, and he's going to be dragged down. That should be, well, I thought they might get a horse collar there on that. And he's going to be thrown down at about the 38 with 1:28 to play.
Oh, man. Not what we wanted right there. And, I mean, you can't fault Ryder there. He's just trying to.
And Mount Pleasant going to call timeout with 1:28 to play. It's going to be 3rd and a mile, but still.
Oh, me.
I get a text from next door, Preston Stegoff, saying that Ryder already has 90 yards. I guess that run there might affect that in the negative way, but you can't fault him for trying. He was spun backwards.
Right.
And if they would actually just tackled him, it would have worked out better. If they just took him to the ground instead of spinning him backwards. The spin backwards, and Ryder trying to make a play wound up going for about an 18-yard loss, or 17, back to the 37. So it's 3rd and 25 facing the Cats here. Both teams with one timeout left. As Wayne County's ran 15 plays this drive. Hadn't been able to cash in a drive yet. Wayne County will get the football to start the second half. And Mount Pleasant, ever so confident, calls timeout defensively here. They've got some confidence in their guys to do that with 1:28 to play here before the half. Of course, Wayne County, I know they've probably looking at it saying Wayne County's a running football team and faced in a certain throwing situation, and they've made some interceptions. They've made some plays defensively. Looks like they're going to show blitz here off the edges. Davis rolls left, going to throw, dumps it off to Butler at the 35. He cuts it up inside the 30, and he's going to be stacked up there. Mount Pleasant going to use its last time out. They are.
Wow, they are cocky.
They're going to use their last time out here with 1:15. They just believe, I guess, that they can strike quick. They're just wanting the football, Barry, and they know with their speed and their talent, they're wanting this football back. And they knew if they didn't call that timeout, Wayne County could take 40 seconds off. As it stands, and if you're Mount Pleasant, you got to avoid the penalties.
Yeah.
Because anything could give Wayne County another play and keep a drive alive. And
well, I guess they're looking at 4th and 20.
I don't think Mount Pleasant's been called for a defensive penalty either. So
no, they haven't. And there's not many plays in the playbook for a 4th down and 20. So Mount Pleasant is hoping if we do go for it here, you got decent field position. Like you said, with their playmakers, a couple big plays and the score.
Yeah, I mean, I get it from their end. I certainly do. But, I mean, it might not work out so bad for Wayne County either. You just...
Yeah.
Alton staying in the game there at right tackle.
That almost let Drew just pooch this to the corner. That's what I do.
We can throw one up to Saylor and see if he can. Saylor, a big, tall, athletic receiver. See Saylor Skelton, see if he can make a play. He comes down the line in motion, Skelton. There's the snap. Davis getting a little pressure off the left side. Not going to be able to throw and track down from behind and tackled there near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
with 109, Wayne County turned over on down.
Mount Pleasant coming off the edge over there. Drew didn't have time at all to do anything. She's looking to throw the deep ball, but just ran out of time, had to tuck it and run and get what he could.
Yeah, Chandler Hughes there applying the pressure, I believe, off the backside.
You're still good, though. You still played a good half right here. You just can't let this thing get away from you with 1 minute left. Got to finish it. Finish the half.
So Mount Pleasant going to take over with 108 on the 31 on downs. And so, yeah, Wayne County.
There's a flag on the field.
And see what this is. See, it's in the Mount Pleasant backfield, this flag.
They're fixing to start chunking it, too.
Oh, definitely.
Secondary better be ready.
Well, Wayne County started that drive with 8:49, and it's now a 109. So Wayne County held it for 7 minutes and 40 seconds.
See what he calls here.
Illegal substitution on the Tigers. So that'll back it up a little bit, Barry. That'll move it back to the 26. 1st and 15. Brown, the quarterback, in the shotgun. How's Wayne County going to play this defensively? There's a snap. They're going to run the jet around the left end. Wayne County going to battle that up at about the 30. Good tackle there by Wayne County as they gave it to Cooper. He cut it up as Wayne County had the edges defended well. It goes for a gain of 5. It brings up 2nd and 10. Mount Pleasant and hurry up as we're at 52 seconds.
Yeah, great job of linebackers staying home right there.
Brown calling out the signals. Catches. Swings it out here complete and falling down, touching the knee down at about the 34. Robertson there on the play. That was Jay. No, that was 8. I thought it was 1. So catching that pass was Caden Davis.
We got guys moving everywhere.
Now it's 27 seconds. Mount Pleasant with 3rd and 6. Straight back drop there. Brown looking to throw long. Got a man breaking free. And it's Butler. Hands up and bats it away. What has he not done? Wow. Butler turns his head just in the nick of time and makes the play downfield. It brings up 4th down for the Tigers, and Mount Pleasant going to have to punt, I believe. Now, if you're Wayne County, Can you put some pressure here on this punt? There's still 17 seconds, Barry, and you've got
Wow.
you got a timeout.
Ryder sprinting step for step and turns his head at the right most perfect time. He doesn't do that. I think that ball's caught.
What kind of an arm does Nick Brown have?
He's got a laser.
My gosh. Is McClure the punter? No, Nick Brown's their punter. He stands back at about the 20. There's the snap. Wayne County with not much of a rush. Boots it away. Skelton going to field it on a hop at the 35. Stiff arms. He's free. He's got the sideline. 40. Up to the 50. Oh, no. Got a flag here in the back as he took it down to the 42 with 4 seconds to go. We got a flag here at the 47.
They're going to get Drew for a block in the back, even though Drew had his hands up right there like he wasn't touching the guy. I don't think he's going to get it, though.
Wayne County would have had it with a chance maybe at the end zone. Instead, they are going to get the illegal block in the back there, Barry.
Against the Cats.
And that's going to move the Cats back
Yeah, now you do just take a knee and
to the 37.
go the half.
Yeah, you don't want to turn over anything here. You played pretty well. Mount Pleasant made a good play there to take the lead. Wayne County's had several good drives. Drew under center, give to Butler. He's going to power forward for a couple, and that's going to take us to the half. So our score at halftime is Mount Pleasant 7, Wayne County 0. We're right back with a quick recap of the first half after this break. You're listening to Wildcats football on Big Oldies Radio.
At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game. At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to Wayne County football here on Big Oldies Radio. We're at the half. It's Mount Pleasant 7, Wayne County 0. Mount Pleasant getting on the board at the 3:36 mark of the first quarter on a 47-yard touchdown pass from Brown to Mesa. Wheatley adding the PAT to give the Tigers a 7-0 lead. And Brown has completed 5 of 9 passes for 76 yards as virtually all Mount Pleasant's yardage coming through the air. 76 through the air, but on the ground, Mount Pleasant is a negative as they have a negative 5 yards on the ground. So Wayne County defensively holding Mount Pleasant to just 71 yards in the first half. Offensively for Wayne County, Drew Beavis completing 1 of 4 passes for 7 yards. Ryder Butler, the recipient of that pass. Ryder Butler on the ground, 18 carries for 84 yards. Drew Beavis with 11 carries for 30. And Jake Nenus with 7 carries for 28 yards. Again, Mount Pleasant 7, Wayne County 0, our score here at the half. And we'll be back with second half kickoff after this break. You're listening to Wildcats football on Big Oldies Radio.
One, two, ready, play.
At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game. At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to Wayne County football here on Big Odie's Radio. We're still at the half. It's 7-0 Mount Pleasant in front. The Tigers have made their way from their locker room here to the far sidelines as they ready themselves to start the second half. Wayne County yet to make an appearance. Barry, I don't know if you heard the stat recap, but Wayne County defense held Mount Pleasant to 71 yards. A good performance there by the Wildcat defense.
You couldn't ask for anything better. You know, like we said, one play. Besides that, you know, I hope we're able to rest and getting hydrated. Maybe Ryder's, you know, getting some work done on that leg. Got to have him 100% coming back for his second half.
And let's see here. Here comes the Cats out of the second half, Barry. Wayne County going to get the football to start the second half. What are we looking for there?
Looking for a long drive. Mount Pleasant started to get tired there in that second quarter. So if you can keep laying on them, maybe get a long drive here, score and tie it up. I think come fourth quarter, our offense will be able to do what they want to do with them being tired.
Well, they're going to run this clock down. Right now it says 120, but they'll run it down to 0, and then they'll put 3 back up, as you're aware. So a lengthy halftime. That's good for football, good with all this heat. It's kind of like you get to play 2 different games. You got one that you play in the heat and one that's seemingly a lot different, I guess, as the sun's down now. And
enjoy
it off quite a bit.
Enjoy it tonight because if you look at the weather for next week, it's going to be a scorcher.
Wayne County beat in Summertown next week. William Bryant standing there awaiting the arrival of Coach Willis. We'll get his thoughts on the first half and what's going to go on here in the second half. And so as he makes his way to her, I'm going to say the halftime interview with Coach Willis is sponsored by Wayne County Rock, your experts for quality products, all types of limestone, friendly service, and they deliver. 722-3300. And so Coach Willis making his way over to Emma now. And we're going to send it down to Emma here on the sideline with Coach Willis.
All right, so your defense was phenomenal the first half. So what do you have to add on that?
We played pretty well defensively. We gave up that one big score right there where we were out of position. But other than that, I was pleased defensively. We just got to keep battling and getting after them defensively.
Now, whenever you get the ball, what's going to be your plan and your approach to go on offense?
We got a few adjustments we may put in, but we got to keep attacking them. I feel like offensively we've killed ourselves. We've had a penalty that backed us up and killed a drive, had a big loss on one, but I feel like we've been killing ourselves. I think we're going to stick to what we've been doing and with a few tweaks and adjustments, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, thank you, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Emma. Thanks, Coach Willis. Our halftime interview has been sponsored by Wayne County Rock. We're the expert for land clearing and building pads. Wayne County Rock, 722-3300. So, Barry, Coach Willis saying, I think he hit the nail on the head. I mean, the defense played awesome, and then the offense moved the ball and just couldn't finish the drive, so he felt like Wayne County own worst enemy there in ways offensively.
Yeah, and he's right. You had a couple good drives right there. You got a big penalty that killed you on one. Then you had
the big loss.
You had the big loss. Then you had the fake punt, which was a brilliant call. It just didn't work out. So, like he said, you got to be confident in the way you're playing here. You just got to tell your guys, that when the moment comes, we just got to make the big play.
Absolutely. Wayne County getting loose here on the side, Barry. I'm going to look here, and they've got 1:25 to go. It'll be Wayne County football to start things. We did get a kickoff early, and if you remember, Wayne County got buried behind poor field position there as the football able to skip past the Wayne County return team, and Wayne County had to start that drive way back on its own end. And, of course, that's been the story is field position, as Mount Pleasant's enjoyed tremendous field position starting every drive but one in Wayne County territory, and Wayne County's had really poor field position starting a couple of drives inside its own 20. And then able to move the ball. So yardage-wise, Wayne County way out in front yardage-wise, but behind on the scoreboard.
Yeah, the scoreboard doesn't show how the game really played out. Should be a 0-0 ball game right here. But a lot of things to build on.
I mean, I can see where Mount Pleasant scored. They were out there, but I think Wayne County should have put a score on the board.
I agree.
I mean, considering how they moved it. Keaton here, Talon on the sideline. He's got his pads on, but he's sitting in a chair. We'll see what's up there.
Oh, he's got his cleats on. He's good. That's the sign. If his cleats are tied up, ready to go, he's playing. He just rested.
Maybe trying to work out a cramp, maybe. I don't know. Got that leg straight there in the chair. Coach Blackwell talking over with the return unit. As Coach Blackwell's got a big hand in the special teams. Coach Willis stalking the sidelines. Coach Lance, he's getting the guys pumped up there on the sidelines. Coach Lance, he can bring some good energy now.
Absolutely.
He can flat bring it. And he can get some folks fired up. And I'm sure that's what he's been doing here. Back deep to receive. Case and Castman, Ryder Butler. Ryder with 84 yards in the first half. The workhorse, 18 carries as Wayne County just win gobs of plays. Gonna put the ball on the tee here.
Just be careful. Tigers. Watch for an onside right here from Sneaky.
Wheatley with the ball on the tee. Yeah, Mount Pleasant has been aggressive. That's a good point, Barry. You got to be ready for everything. If the Tigers calling those timeouts there in the first half, they're very confident. Would be if I'd had the record they had last year and the talent they got. Kicked here to the side. BG calls for a fair catch there. David Grant Dixon at the 26.
Hey, good
They
job.
give him the 27, so DG taking no chances.
No, good job right there. Little pooch kick. DG to be safe. Don't let it bounce. Just wave that hand up there. Get that fair catch. Started off, 29? Not bad.
I think the 27. He put the knee down there. Ball on the left hash. Wayne County moving right to left as you listen, headed to the creek end. As we're positioned here near midfield. Beavis in the shotgun. Butler beside him. Two receivers split out wide to the right. There's the give. Butler looking for some room around the right end. He's got a little bit. Pops it up the middle, and he's going to be stacked up near the 30. They're going to get him across the 30 into the 31, it looks like. So a gain of 4 for Ryder.
Yeah, good job right there. Good play call. Just got to hope Ryder, we're going to see how good in shape he is tonight.
Well, yeah, battling the injuries as well. But, I mean, if there's anybody that's built both mentally and physically for that type of challenge, it's Ryder Butler.
Sure is.
2nd and 6, ball in the middle of the field. Wayne County moving right to left. Opening possession of the second half. Cats trail 7-0. Beavis in the gun. Butler to his left. Mount Pleasant creeps some folks up there. Their linebackers creeping up near the line of scrimmage. Fake on the give. Beavis on a keep off the left side. Darts it up the middle. He gets around a couple of guys. Stretches forward and going to have a first down. Tough run in there from the quarterback, Drew Beavis.
Yeah, picked up about 40 yards there. And a couple of Mount Pleasant Tigers had him. He just kept driving those feet. Got away from them. Picked up the first down.
Yards after contact. 1st and 10 for the Cats here at the 38. Castman brings the play in. He'll replace Ullman. Wayne County going to try and keep this drive going, Barry. And it's 2 plays and a first down.
Going with the workhorses, Ryder and Drew.
Beavis in the gun. There's the give. Butler makes a man miss. Stays on his feet across the 40. Runs into his own man. They'll get pushed from behind out near midfield.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Offensive line's coming out, laying on
against Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, there we go.
And that's going to be 15 tacked on. That'll take it from the 48 down to the 33.
There we go.
Wayne County student section pretty large tonight, Barry, down to our left.
It's a big crowd here. Big crowd.
Game number 1.
Well, he's got, is that an ice pack down there, Dave?
With Keaton it is, on his knee.
Oh, man.
And Beavis in the gun, Butler to his right. Oh, we got whistles here before we can get started.
Yeah,
All sides, Mount Pleasant.
Oh, weird.
I saw the early signal.
I thought there was a little movement on us.
Must have been some contact there, or I guess high school rules a little bit different. You got to always call that out. So that's a free 5 for the Cats. And that'll move it down inside the 30 to the 28. 9:57 to play here in the third. Mount Pleasant 7, Wayne County 0.
Yeah, don't change anything. Keep laying it on them.
Yeah, no clock issues here. Just keep power forward. Butler with a huge run inside the 20 and down near the 15, maybe inside it.
Wow, did he hit that like a cannon?
Just took it there off the left side, darted back up the middle.
Wow.
Let's see where that ball spotted at the 15.
What a hole. You could have drove a truck through that hole right there.
Castleman into the action. 9:32 to play here in the third. 7-0 Tigers.
Ryder's
Cats
limping a little
driving.
bit. He's limping a little bit. I don't like that.
He'll work it off, like you said early. Castleman behind Beavis, or just to Beavis's left in the gun. Fake going to give Beavis on the kick. Got to make a man miss. Stretches to the outside, cuts it up. Nearing the 10, drives to the defender, backs his way inside the 10 and dives down to the 7.
Wow, he picked up a block from Mount Pleasant, and Roy Tigers blocked his own man. Both of them fell down. And then Drew with 2 guys on him just twisting and turning.
I bet it ain't fun. I bet it's not much fun to tackle Beavis.
No, I wouldn't. No, if you see him working the weight room, no.
Second down, and what is it? 3 yards to go here. 4 according to the stadium board. And a timeout. Here comes Coach Lance out. He's pumped, and the Wildcats are too. Wayne County getting things going here.
It's official timeout. You had a Tiger down.
Okay, so Wayne County taking an L. Now they're going to rectify this and say, okay, they're getting them off. Getting the injured Tiger off the field. And I thought maybe Mount Pleasant was going to try and call something to change something defensively there. Let's see if they could hold the lead. 8:50. Clock moves. Third quarter. And Wayne County facing a 2nd and 4, it says, from the 7. Beavis in the gun. Butler back in. Mount Pleasant shifting around up front. There's the give to Ryder. Makes a man miss. Lunges forward. How did he do it? He found a hole. Wayne County on the board with a touchdown run by Ryder Butler.
That whole close kick, and Ryder leaped over. Where did he find that?
I don't know.
Leaped over that. Wow, he leaped over 2 guys there. Woo. What a boost that's giving the Cats. Wow. What a run.
All right, here comes Hunt. Casey Hunt on to attempt the PAT to tie this thing. Can Wayne County Special Teams execute? There's the snap, there's the hold, there's the kick, it's blocked. Okay, can't return it in high school, so Mount Pleasant going to hold a 7-6 lead after the block PAT. So Wayne County able to put that drive together to start. And that touchdown was brought to you by People's Bank. Our name has said it all since 1890, Barry, and that drive was 7 plays, 63 yards, and it took 3 minutes and 34 seconds off the clock.
When you're playing an athletic team, best thing you can do is keep their athletes off the field. And the guys are doing just a great job right there, just working their way down. Working their way down the field, eating up minutes.
The Ryder just hit 100. He's 112 total yards.
I'm going to say that number's going to go up a little bit more. He's tough.
He sure is.
I don't know how he leaped over that guy. What a run. I thought, oh, man, he's got nothing here. And then the next thing you know, he's leaping over into the end zone. Leaped him like a a deer. I mean, landed on his feet.
8:11 to play here in the third. Mount Pleasant 7, Wayne County 6. Mount Pleasant set to get the ball here after the Cats cashed in a drive there on the Ryder Butler touchdown run. 7-yard run for Butler, and it capped off a 7-play, 63-yard drive, taking 3:34 off the clock.
21 Mesa.
Mount Pleasant expecting a short kick. As Mazza back to return. Mesa.
Yeah, backing up a little bit now.
He's standing back at the 20.
Need a good kickoff right here.
Hunt ready to kick the thing away. It's high down. We got a flag here.
Offside.
Is this coming back? Okay, so they'll let you be offsides on the kick. Now we've got whistles blowing here, so evidently not.
The flag on the play.
Offsides on Wayne County on the kick. That's going to move it back to the 35. Wayne County, Mount Pleasant's had the field position advantage. If you'll remember, they returned the opening kickoff the only other time Wayne County's kicked to the Wildcat 30-yard line.
Right.
I mean, that's one thing with the speed Mount Pleasant has when they get in space. Really, really, really tough to deal with. Well, let's see what transpires here. Is now Hunt's going to have to put it on the 35. They've shifted things around now. They tried to hide Mesa as he's here on the left side.
Offsides again.
And so now we're going to have another whistle as Mesa is going to field it on a hop at the 20.
We were 3 yards offsides that time.
Bryant getting a little frustrated out there. Coach Lance just trying to keep everybody calm. But those 10 yards now may loom big as Wayne County got to kick off from the 30. But Mount Pleasant's doing a good job disguising where Mesa is.
Yeah.
And then he still winds up with a football somehow. And that's exactly what they want to happen. But he's also got Easterling back and Cooper. Ball in the middle of the field at the 30. Now Hunt for try number 3. Let's see, can Wayne County hold its position? I believe they did all right that time. Squibbed up the middle. It's bouncing. And there's Mesa with it. He's darting free out across the 40. Cuts it to the outside. Got a big hole down the far sideline across the 40. Now he runs into a wall of Wildcat defenders, and he takes it back nearly where Wayne County kicked it from.
Yeah, that's fast right there.
Well, I've seen enough evidence that if somebody wanted to just onside kick it, I'd say why not? I mean, it's just a real dilemma there. With Mesa's speed, Ullman with the stop there on the return, and Mount Pleasant again going to start in Wayne County territory at the 32. Now we got a flag here.
Illegal substitution again?
Illegal substitution on Mount Pleasant. That's going to back those Tigers up about 5 yards.
And that's good.
7:56 to play here. Barry in the third. Wayne County with a touchdown to cut this thing to 7-6.
Go down from the stands toward the restrooms that are on the south.
I need a big play right here. Nice, a bad snap would be great.
Brown in the gun. There's the snap. Mount Pleasant going to run it. Mesa with a dart up the middle, and Wayne County going to try and stack him up. Mesa pushing the pile inside the 30, now down inside the 25. My goodness, is he fast.
That's some speed. Speed right there.
And it's going to be second and short. Good grief.
We need Keaton back out there. That's a big loss on defense.
Oh, yeah, of course. There's the give to Mesa. Darts to the outside, now back up the middle, running through Wayne County defenders, and Wayne County finally gained tackles inside the 15.
If you blink, you're going to miss him. That's how fast he is.
Well, Mount Pleasant had negative rushing yards in the first half, rushed for -4. And it looks like they've come out to establish the run here in the second half, and Mesa with 2 good rushes. Now here goes Brown off the left side. Wayne County going to stack up Brown for not much, as it was 1st and 10 at the 13. Mount Pleasant going fast here in the second half.
Yeah, going fast here. They might be fixing to set us up for some kind of deep pass here, a little corner route.
Of course, they're nearing the 10. It won't be too deep. Well,
No.
not on this one. Not on this drive anyway.
But this is, that we didn't see any of this in first half.
2 receiver split wide right. Mount Pleasant in the shotgun. Mesa. No, that's not Mesa. That's now Cooper beside Brown in the backfield. Brown on a roll, looking to throw, trying to set himself, now going to scramble, throwing on the move. The catch is made and a score. Breaking the tackle there was Cooper at the 5 and darting into the front corner of the end zone. Kevin Cooper and a Mount Pleasant score. Wow, what a drive.
What a dart. That ball had something on it. Had a little juice on it. And, yeah, like you said, what a drive. They just marched it straight down and scored.
32 yards. I mean, it wasn't a long drive, but, I mean, it was purposeful for sure. So Mount Pleasant increases this lead to 13-6. And the Tigers going to kick a PAT here.
Yep.
With Wheatley. The holder, Hayden Holt.
Need him to shank this one.
There's a snap. Heavy rush, and it's blocked. Wayne County gets in there and gets a hand on it and blocks the kick. And it keeps the deficit to 7, 13-6, with 6:49 to go.
Big play right there. Needed that. Especially after that drive, them coming down pretty quick and scoring it. Right there can get the momentum swinging back a little bit towards the Cats.
Stan Davis down checking on Talon Keaton. Maybe he'll have some good news for Talon.
Maybe he'll pull a Mr. Miyagi. Maybe get him back out there. You don't find many people better than Stan. He'll help anybody out.
Well, Bearcats going to get the ball back here with 6:49. So after a first half that was defensive dominated, it's going to be now offensive touchdowns on the first drive for the Cats and an offensive touchdown on the first drive for Mount Pleasant.
What, a tale of two halves?
So far. And, I mean, that's just adjusting, I suppose, at the half. Give Coach Willis credit. And, of course, Mount Pleasant credit, too. But, the Tigers took over on Wayne County's 32, and that's been a problem all night. Just been unable to stop the big returns.
Right.
As most of Mount Pleasant's drives start in Wayne County territory.
Yeah, their field position's been great. I think all but one time I think they haven't been in Wildcat territory.
This ball's popped up this way, and this time DG going to let it bounce. Fielding on a hop, there's Castleman at the 25. Across the 30, he spins out of a tackle near the 33. Castleman took a good lick, kept on going.
Yeah, sure did. I almost think he said, let me have it, because DG took a couple steps back, fixing to catch it, and then at the very end let it go. So maybe Castleman wanted that ball.
Oh, Mount Pleasant's got a strategy on the kickoffs, too. Either that or they don't want any part of Butler returning it. Ball on the 33 here on the left hash.
Yeah, look at Mount Pleasant. They're tired. They're not even getting up to the line of scrimmage.
Davis in the shotgun. There's the give to Butler. Bouncing away across the 35. Darts up the middle now to the 39. Butler's small in stature and ways, but man, he plays big, tough, and strong, and he picked up 5 tough yards there, and he's done it all night, very mainly up the middle.
Yeah, and you mentioned it earlier. You're not going to find anybody that plays harder than him.
Coach Lance keeping the guys puffed up on the sideline. As Wayne County looking to drive and get into the end zone again, make it 2 for 2.
I just sit there and think, what if he had a 200-pound frame?
Scary good.
Yeah.
Davis In the shotgun, standing back at the 33. Butler to his left. Two receivers split out wide right. There's the give to B. Oh, Butler's in trouble now in the backfield, and he's dropped back at the 35. Mount Pleasant sold up that time, came up and stopped the one wide out of the gun.
They brought both outside linebackers that time. That's what I'm saying. They're starting to creep up a little bit. Might look to hit them with a little hot pass right here.
Well, now it's 3rd and 8. And, I mean, you're not really in what you'd call 4-down territory. So big job here, a big situation here for the Cats. Skelton splitting out wide to the left. He was a big play guy last year. Ullman in the slot. Beavis on a roll left. Tries to set himself. Now tries to scramble, and he runs into 3 Mount Pleasant defenders and is thrown to the turf at the 30.
Yeah, nothing going there.
So Wayne County going to have to punt this one away as after the initial 5-yard gain by Butler, Mount Pleasant rose up and going to force a punt.
Yeah, Drew rolling out to his left, and everything just closed up in a hurry right there. Those 3 Tigers got to him pretty quick before he could set his feet and make a throw.
4:59, we got whistles here. What's going on now?
Timeout, Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant with a timeout here, and their coach is not happy. Having to waste a timeout there on a Wayne County punt.
Timeout on the field.
Of course, the thing about punting to Mount Pleasant is, again, you got that return situation, Barry.
Yeah.
Is last time the Cats punted, Butler tried to angle it away from Mesa, and he ranged way over and grabbed it and took it upfield nonetheless. It'd be nice to see Wayne County be able to force Mount Pleasant to start and drive on the Tiger side of the field.
Right. You better kick one towards the sidelines here and not give them a chance to return it.
4:57 to play here in the 3rd, and Mount Pleasant 13, Wayne County 6.
I'd like to get an update, find out what's going on with Keaton.
All right, they got Mesa, of course, back to return this one, Barry.
Yeah, well, yeah. Sure do.
And Butler to punt. There's a snap. Here comes a rush. Butler gets it away. Nice kick. Mesa backtracks, fields it at the 30, plants and tries to dart up the field. Makes a man miss, and then at the 40 runs into the arms of a Wildcat defender, and he'll go down at the 43.
Excellent punt coverage right there. Good job of the Cat. You couldn't have asked for anything better than that, except for a turnover.
That was a good kick by Ryder. High and forced Mesa to go back. He couldn't just catch it with momentum going forward.
Right.
That flipped it a little bit as Mount Pleasant will start on its side of the field at the 43. Now let's see the Wayne County defense rise up once again. Brown in the gun. And there's the give off the left side. That's Cooper taking it across the 45 and to the 47. So Mount Pleasant staying on the ground, Barry. 4-yard gain there brings up 2nd and 6. 4.5 to play here in the 3rd.
Kind of look like us running between the tackles there. They're starting to open up a hole and get big chunks of yard.
Here's Mesa, split out wide left. Skelton matches up with him. And Brown in the gun. Cooper to his right. Low snap, going to throw. Whips it out. Brown not looking. Butler made a dive and tried an interception. Couldn't come up with it.
If that ball would have been a little bit lower, I think it would have stuck in his face mask. Oh, it skidded right over the top of his head. He never saw it coming.
Tell you what, if you're not looking when Brown throws it, I mean, he throws an absolute rocket. That makes it 3rd and 6. 4:08 to play in the 3rd. Big situation here for the Cats. Wayne County trying to force a punt, gets the football back. Tigers going to send 2 receivers to the left. That's keeping an eye on Mays out wide left. Matched up there by Robertson. Brown in the gun. There's the snap. Going to try to keep her off the left side. It closes. He able to get across midfield down to the 45. It looked like Wayne County was trying to close it down some. One of the Mount Pleasant defenders went down, but Brown just outran everybody to the left edge. First down for the Tigers, Barry.
Just shows you how much speed he really has. Like you said, it looked like we stretched it out a little bit. And then it's almost like he hit another gear there.
I saw the Tiger blockers going down. I thought Wayne County's in good shape, but they really weren't. First and 10 for Mount Pleasant at the 44.
I'd be careful here with your corners and your safeties.
Ball on left hash. Tigers moving left to right. 3:40 to play. Here in the third. Brown in the shotgun. There's not going to throw. He fumbles it. It's free on the ground. He's going to dive on it back near midfield. Littleton getting there a bit late.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I guess he just lost a grip on it.
He was just going to whip it out here to the Wildcat sideline to Mesa, it appeared. And Littleton, if he that might have got off there a little bit quicker, he could have had a chance.
Yeah, he just raised it up to throw it, and it just fell right out.
2nd and 15, facing the Tigers after a loss of 5 there. Brown in the shotgun. Receiver right, left. And flank to the right. Fakes to the left. Throws a slant over the middle. And it's caught. And breaking tackles. There's Mesa. Butler going to give chase. Mesa turns him around. Takes it to the 10 points. And he shows the football and scores the touchdown.
There's a flag on the play. Pass for Brown.
Where's the flag? I hear a flag on the play.
I don't know, right?
Oh, I see it right here to 38.
And Ryder's down in the end zone.
Down the 3.
God, Mesa. He turned. What a move he put on back there. Ryder cramping, I believe, there in the end zone. As he was doing all he could to try and keep Mesa out of the end zone. Mount Pleasant still back here around the flag.
And Mesa just did a quick 1-2 step. He's got some serious speed.
Let's see what this call is.
We're not going to hear about it till.
Well, everybody's going to take a knee because of the injury, but the officials are meeting there in a huddle around the 40. Mesa had taken it in for a score, but instead of being down here near the goal line, everybody's back where this flag is at the 38. It was 2nd and 15. And now huddle's broken up, and Mount Pleasant jumping around like their touchdown's going to stand. Pass interference defense.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Coach Blackwell looking at what?
Ball. There was no penalty on the play, so it's a Mount Pleasant Tigers touchdown.
And he says defensive pass interference.
The Wildcat fans are not happy about that call.
And Coach Blackwell trying to get an explanation, as that's going to give Mount Pleasant a score, and that's going to make it 19-6. Mount Pleasant was not expecting that to be a touchdown. I'll tell you, Barry, they were standing back there at the 40, and after a meeting of the officials, it became a Mount Pleasant touchdown.
Yeah. We still got a player down. Coaches on the field. That's not Ryder down.
Now Butler's up. He's there at the back of the end zone. Walking off. Here comes Dixon on up. Guys, they're spotted the football, and we've got people trying to hobble around. We got a coach out there.
We got 2 officials that aren't in position, waiting to talk to a coach.
Well, I mean, you're trying to get back to your sideline after checking on a player, and I'm not too sure everybody was aware of that. They were ready to snap a football. Coach Lance was trying to hear the explanation. They backed him off. They're going to talk to the head coach, and now Coach Willis there in discussion with the referee. We'll check with Coach Willis in the postgame about the defensive pass interference on that touchdown and what that explanation was. Now Mount Pleasant's widened out to a 19-6 lead with 2:35 to play here in the third.
Yeah, The way Mount Pleasant acted at the beginning is it was coming back.
Oh, they were certain. They were very shocked. I could see by their reaction where they were sitting. They must have heard pass interference and thought it was offense, I guess, and then it was really on defense. Mount Pleasant going to go for 2. It's a 19-6 advantage here with 2:35. Wayne County scrambling to get in position defensively. And there's the snap off the left side and walking in the end zone's Cooper for the 2. 21-6 after the 2-point conversion. And Mount Pleasant scoring with 2:35 to go to push that lead to 21.
Well, you're still not in urgent mode.
No, you got plenty of time.
Plenty of time here. But I think you got a score on this drive, though.
Pretty much, yes.
I think if you don't get a score here, you're.
Well, I mean, you can always get turnovers and things like that, but, you know, aside from, if it's going to be just normal happenings, yes, you need a score here. And we've seen games change plenty of times, you know, through the years.
Oh yeah.
But Wayne County's been able to move the ball if they can avoid the negative plays. You know, like Coach Willis talked about the half, had the big loss, had the penalty. You know, had the lack of conversion on the fake punt. So there's been opportunities that just hadn't gone the Cats' way. And if that can change, still plenty of time, and that's what we're trying to say here.
It'd be nice to get a big return right here. You know they're going to pooch it. They've done it all night.
Well, Butler's not out there, Barry. Butler's here on the side.
Kicking off, number 38.
And he's getting checked out. Littleton's getting taped up here on the side.
I think they got a different kicker out there now.
Let's see here. Is that not 38?
Make sure.
Put those eagle eyes out there, Barry. Wheatley. 38 with the ball on the tee at the 40.
You are correct, sir.
Wheatley strides to it, and this time boots it down the middle. Castleman unable to come up with it. It's free back at the 20. He retreats, picks it up, makes a man miss, makes another miss, lunges forward near the 30-yard line.
Well, we used to having trouble getting a clean kickoff. I don't think DG's fielded one clean on the fair catch. Besides that, we struggled a little bit when you're facing speed. Can't do that. It's hard to stay on those blocks.
Stan's daughter Taylor down there having to assist as Wayne County's got multiple people injured. It's more than a one-man job.
Yeah.
Bringing in the daughter. They spot that to 28, Barry. Wayne County will start to drive 1st and 10. Beavis in the gun. 2 receivers split out wide left. And there's the give, looking for swing off the left side. I believe that was Castleman. He's going to be stacked up for no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and I think when they see number 4 not in the backfield, they're coming. So maybe it might need to try to sling it right here and get those linebackers to respect it a little bit more.
Castleman, a touch hobbled again. Here comes number 4. You knew he wasn't done, Barry. You knew it.
Oh, no. You would have to tear his leg off, and he'd probably still get out there.
Up over 100 yards on the night rider, Butler. Beavis in the shotgun, 2nd and 9 after 1-yard gain. Fake on the run to Beavis. Fake on Butler. Beavis off the right side. Breaking tackles. He's got a first down across the 40 and out to the 45.
Huge run right there. All the defenders went with Butler. And just a great job of keeping that football in Butler's midsection as long as he could and pulling it, hitting the edge, and big play.
Well, you know, like you say, the game comes down to 5 plays sometimes, like Coach Crease always talks about, and you can go back to the lack of conversion on the fake punt and the big pass play Mount Pleasant played. They score on the first touchdown, then the pass interference there on Wayne County, and the score by Mount Pleasant on the second one. When we thought it might have been against them. 1st and 10, there's the give. Butler in trouble in the backfield. Darts forward and picks up 2 out to the 47.
Yeah, didn't get much right there.
They got 2 out of nothing.
Yeah.
And that's as much of a mark of a good back as anything else, Barry, is what do they get when nothing's there? And he can get 2 yards if there's nothing there. And sometimes even more than that.
And Connor fell on him, which outweighs him by at least 250.
Of course, Wayne County playing this half without Talon Keaton. He was a big story defensively. And without him, Mount Pleasant's been able to score a couple of times. Both times, in fact.
Yeah, we jumped.
Wayne County couldn't get lined up right and got the ball snapped before everybody got set. Multiple people in motion that time, wasn't it, Barry?
There's probably about 4 of them there.
And that'll back it up 5. So instead of 2nd 8, it's 2nd and 13.
Of course, you got Mount Pleasant there again. All 4 backs were acting like they were coming there.
29 seconds, Barry, on the clock here in the 3rd. Butler, he's giving it everything he's got. He's now holding his left hamstring, and whatever he's got, he's left it on the field. Fake on the give to Castleman. Beavis in trouble in the backfield. Sheds one tackler, just going to run it up the middle, puts his head down and drives back near the original sticks at the 39.
And you almost wish when he shed that tackle there, he set his feet and just threw one right there.
That's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Our score, Mount Pleasant 21, Wayne County 6. We'll be back with 4th quarter action after this timeout. You're listening to Wayne County Football on Big Oldies Radio.
For you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.
Welcome back to Wayne County Football here. Big Oldies Radio, start of the 4th quarter. Mount Pleasant 21, Wayne County 6. Wildcat football facing a 3rd and 11 from the 40, near the 45. Moving left to right here as we start the 4th. Wayne County down 2 scores. Big 3rd down here.
Big 3rd down.
Mount Pleasant showing blitz, creeping up. Linebackers there off the side, pull out of there. Beavis on the keeper up the middle in trouble, and he's going to stretch forward, but not much. Out to about the 46. Boy, Mount Pleasant speed, those things close in a hurry.
We're doing just nothing there right there for Drew. Read it right, but just nothing there.
You know, Wayne County may be showing going for it here, Barry. It's 4th and 9, at least considering it. We got a discussion here among the coaches, but it looks like they're going. Looks like they're going to call timeout.
Call timeout here. Think about it.
Well, I don't think you call timeout to punt.
No, not
yet. You know, if you're going to call the timeout, then you must be going to go. And I get it. I mean, because a lot of times when you punt, especially if Ryder's not able to punt, then they may wind up getting it right back where it was, if not more. So,
yeah.
4th and 8, you're down 2 scores. You know, you kind of methodically move the ball. You're just in that portion of the game where you kind of sets up to go for it.
Yeah, you're just making sure everybody here is on the same page, maybe talking over a couple plays, seeing what feels comfortable here, most comfortable. But this is your ball game right here, this play.
Yeah, take a lunch. You'd need some turnovers and some things likely if you don't convert here. So hopefully Wayne County can pull this one out. Fourth and 8 from the 47. 11:34 showing on the stadium clock here in the 4th. Mount Pleasant with a 21-6 lead. And now we chopped it in, so 25-second play clock started. Cat's going to go from the shotgun. Butler there beside Beavis. Mount Pleasant showing a blitz there off the right side. Fake on the give to Butler. Heavy rush off the left side. Drew hit. It's going to go backwards. It's going to land out of bounds here inside the 38. And it'll be Mount Pleasant football there as Beavis just didn't have time. Wayne County's had a hard time protecting there on the pass plays. And Mount Pleasant going to take over on downs.
Well, it was scary there for a minute. He took a hard shot there. And the ball just went, it went about 20 yards in the air, down towards the sidelines backwards. And Drew was slow to get up, so you didn't want to see that.
Let's see here what we got. Littleton going to get in there defensively. Wayne County sticking with his three-man front defensively. That worked out well because Mount Pleasant threw so much in the first half. 5 linebacker set. Receiver split out wide to the right for Mount Pleasant. That's Brown on the keep off the right side. He's going to be stacked up for a short gain. It'll bring up 2nd and long.
The Cats did a good job there. Oh, here we go, getting a little chippy.
We got any flags?
I don't know. I don't see any.
Littleton laying on the ground.
About to get a little chippy right there, though.
Wayne County wanting a flag there on Mount Pleasant. This drive started at 38. They'll spot that ball to 36, so it's going to be 2nd and 8 as we're at the 10:56 mark of the 4th quarter. Mount Pleasant in front 21-6.
Need a turnover here.
Yeah, I do. Brown in the gun, taking time now as Mount Pleasant knows they're in the driver's seat here. Wide receiver here to the left, unsure of the play call. Wayne County showing blitz. Oh, hit Brown in the backfield. He's going to go down. Oh, blitzing through there. You got Dane Bryant, and he was getting some help from Aaron Martin.
He got popped hard there. Got a tiger down now.
I'll tell you what, Dane Bryant's one strong individual to be a sophomore.
Man, he
played on the line last year, and he's moved to that linebacker spot, and he came through that time and dropped Brown for a big loss.
Yeah, dropped him. That was a big-time hit.
3rd and 15. 10-13 to play here in the 4th. Mount Pleasant, you'd have thought they were going to try and stay with the run there. I guess they just can't get away from the pass. They must be awfully good at it. Got some shifting up front for the Tigers. Wayne County trying to match. We got the movement there by Mount Pleasant, and it's going to go to 3rd and 20 now.
So say that guy can't shift.
9:53 to play here in the 4th now. 21-6, Mount Pleasant lead.
And you can feel the momentum switching just a little bit, starting to turn for the Cats.
He was laying down getting some cramp treatment, heard that whistle and popped right back up into position.
Yeah, he didn't want to come out of the ball game.
Mount Pleasant spending all day back here in the huddle. Let's see, what's this back judge? See where his hands go. Around the line of scrimmage, 4 seconds, 3, 2,
1, flag.
And they didn't get it off. So there's a delay of the game. And that's going to make it 3rd and 25. 9:23 showing on the clock.
Now we want to snap over his head. Not asking for much. Snap over his head right here.
3rd and 25 as it's back to the 48 of Mount Pleasant. Brown in the gun, 2 receivers to the right. Man in motion. Wayne County trying to show blitz. Slow snap. Brown drops back, got all day. Launches deep down the middle. Robertson cuts and intercepts it. Turns it upfield at the 20. There we go. And then thrown down at the 24. Will Robertson came to play, Barry.
Sure did. Wow. 2 big hits in the first half. Big time interception right there for the Cats. Might have to turn up the tempo just a little bit now, though, because you can't afford a long drive here. You got to get this down the field and score quick now.
Well, Mount Pleasant went backwards on that drive. Wayne County will take over here with 9-10, fourth quarter, on the interception from Robertson at the Mount Pleasant 24. Here comes Beavis back out there. Wayne County hadn't had really a chunk play much all night, very offensively. We'll see if they got anything. We got Butler split out wide, Barry. He's in the slot there with Saylor on the outside. Here's the give to Neenest. Or, no, Castleman, rather. He's free across the 30, the 40. Now darts his way out across the 45. Castleman with a big run there off the right side of the 47.
Huge play right there where we need it.
Getting 23, Barry, on that rush.
Shoot, that's it. You couldn't have planned it out any better right there. That's exactly what the Cats needed there.
8:53 to play here in the fourth, 21-6. Beavis in the gun, Castleman beside him. There's the give to Kaysen. Cuts it up, this time not much. Might have fallen forward for one. And bring up 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'd love to see him try to slip Ryder by the secondary here and throw one up, let him go get it.
Well, I think they kind of had an idea. Now, wait a minute. They're going to spot that back. Okay, to 48. All right. They kind of thought they could make some plays. He just hadn't had time. It just seems like when Drew drops back, they're getting free. They're bringing rushers places, and he hadn't had any time to throw. There's the give. This time it's Nunez. He's stacked up and dropped. Mount Pleasant with 4 defenders there to make the stop for a small gain and bring up 3rd and long. We got a Mount Pleasant defender down here.
I think that's Connor, the big tackle. Cramp. That could be a plus here because you have to sit out of play.
It's been a night of cramps, hasn't it? 8:06 to play here in the fourth.
Nothing was like the cramp game over, what was that, Santa Fe?
Santa Fe in basketball?
No, football. It was over in Santa Fe.
They don't have football.
I mean, not Santa Fe, Scotts Hill.
Okay, Scotts Hill, I got it.
Boy, that was the cramp game.
Yeah, it was. Ask Coach Ross about it whenever you see it.
Believe me, I got to hear that post-game talk.
He didn't do a post-game radio that night. That's the only night that I ever know Coach Ross did not come up on the post-game. But we won the game.
And we won the game, yeah. That's probably a good thing he didn't.
I had to do a thing for the Times Daily after it, and so I found him before I left Scotts Hill. And I said, Coach, what you got to say? And he said, say I said we won, and that's it. 8:06 to play in the fourth. Mount Pleasant 21, Wayne County 6. It's Wayne County football facing a 3rd and 9 at the Wayne County 48. Well, Mount Pleasant defender up on his feet, and he's going to be able to walk to the sideline. Barry, I felt like, and it hadn't really played out this way in the second half, but with Wayne County able to move the ball, stay on offense, I felt like, the things might kind of go Wayne County's way the second half, but Mount Pleasant's made some big plays and gotten in the end zone. And the Cats have moved it, have gotten in the end zone themselves, but I thought they might be able to break out some chunk plays this half. But credit the Tigers.
Yeah.
They've stood tall. They've made some adjustments. They've made some plays here. 4-man front for the Tigers. Beavis standing up. Straight back drop. Got a little bit of time this time. Going to throw. Making a catch here. Oh, incomplete. I thought making a catch there was Skelton. And that was going to be close to the 6, but Skelton's cramping up now.
They got another guy cramping.
And it's going to be 4th and 9.
Guys are...
I tell you what, Mary, we won one play and have to stop.
Humidity's hitting guys now.
Yeah, if anything, it's gotten worse in the second half instead of better.
Yep.
I guess that's the way it goes. You could see Saylor was in some pain there, writhing around. It's hard to cramp make a catch. I'll tell you, that's hard enough to make just a catch under normal circumstances.
Yeah, especially, heading to the sideline right there.
Now having to shimmy his way along his back here to where they can play the rest of the game. Now what we got?
Delay.
Oh, good grief. Who would have ever thought they started the clock with Skelton on the field? They chopped in the play clock with Skelton there on the sideline.
Well,
Holy cow. I mean, he was literally still on the field to play. I mean, it was slight, but he still was. I don't know if they recognized it. 4th and 14 now. Beavis in the shotgun. Fake going to give heavy rush, going to try and throw the screen pass. Boy, if he could have got it there. He just couldn't quite loft it high enough, underthrown and incomplete there to Castleman.
but there again, Drew's 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage because he's just got to keep backpedaling to get space.
Love the call, though, Barry. You just couldn't execute it. But when you can't block them, you try and do little screens and draws and things such as that.
But it was there, like you said, it was there.
Had a real chance for a big play there. But, man, like you say, Drew was backpedaling so far, it was just almost impossible to get enough on it to get it up to Castleman. Coach Lance trying to get an extra guy out there as Wayne County didn't have enough players. Oh, we got two. We got guys running all over the place. We got 2 flags, one from the back judge, one from the side.
Tried to slide a guy in the last second.
Michael Dirksen trying to get out there. And so now they got to discuss it over here with the white hat. Illegal substitution on Wayne County.
Illegal substitution call against the Cats.
And Coach Lance realized that with Saylor, with the cramps over there, we didn't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
And so he put a cornerback in there, and then they tried to change the cornerbacks, and there the issue arose.
I figured Mount Pleasant just keep it on the ground now.
Well, who knows? Brown in the shotgun. There's the give, and there's a hole for Cooper. Down the middle, cuts to the outside, still free. Inside the 20, breaks the tackle there, still on his feet, now stood up around the 10. Maybe the 5.
It looked like he got to about the 7. We were bringing both inside linebackers there, kind of just ran past it. Nobody in the middle once those guys are cleared. And when you got that speed they have, it's kind of hard to tackle them in space. Another guy down.
Holy cow, man.
Well,
This second half taking a while, Barry. First half wasn't so long.
I think
Turman would have had some good lines here for this.
I don't have any good lines, but
I'll tell you what Turman would say, and you can say those. But anyway, go ahead.
With all the supplements, pre-workout, caffeine,
Yeah.
energy drinks, that and humidity and sweat, they don't mix. So,
Well, you probably know about the things that would help you gain strength.
right. But, we didn't have
Somebody
those
said you might know that.
we didn't have those energy drinks back in the day. You didn't either.
Hey, Gatorade.
Well, that's not,
That's not an energy drink?
no,
You're talking about Monsters?
I'm talking about the bad stuff, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, a lot of guys use that stuff and get out here and start cramping.
And then Morgan Beavis down here in front to our right, interning for Monster Energy Drinks. Said she finished that internship up today. 7:36 on the clock here, fourth quarter. Still a timeout here for the injury. The cramping here for Mount Pleasant. See what, I don't know how many steps Stan Beavis got in before the game, but he's got about 10,000 in during the game.
Sure has.
Up to the stands, back to the sideline, up to the stands, back to the sideline. Well, it looks like we're about ready to get back to action here. That was Cooper. Mary, after the big run, they got the ball spotted at the 7. First and goal. Brown in the shotgun. Now you got one of them clears to his right, and he'll take it off the left side. Breaking tackles, trying to drive through, gets near the goal line and across for the Tiger score.
Here we go.
A flag coming in there late.
The last thing we need is something bad to break out and lose the guy for next week.
Now what do we got here?
Let's say Mount Pleasant threw a punch there. Looked like it.
Well, the touchdown was signaled. That would make it 27-6.
It looked like Jaden was throwing a punch there at the bottom.
They walked all the way over the officials to the Mount Pleasant side. 7:26 to play here in the fourth. Mount Pleasant in front. Flag on the field here, and we're going to see what transpires.
That either means one of their guys is thrown out or it was on Wayne County.
Well, if it's on Wayne County, then they're just going to keep the play, of course. Wouldn't you think?
Well, it was after the play, wasn't it?
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike, Mount Pleasant. And there's an ejection.
I knew he threw a punch there.
There is an ejection. So, what do we got here? I guess the touchdown's going to stand as they got it spotted there for the. I guess they're going to go for two. And is Wayne County going to take this 15-yarder on the point after or on the kick? I mean, at this point, you probably need the yards more than you would, worrying about the two or whatever.
You definitely got to take the yards.
So what are we doing here? 27-6, Mount Pleasant. Now we got the same signal again. Unsportsmanlike ejection. And so Mount Pleasant going to go for two. And they are. Brown in the shotgun with the other McClure to his right. And he'll take the handoff off the side net and drags forward. Did he get in? Yep. He fell across the line. Wayne County defense converged, just not quickly enough, and it's 29-6.
Yeah, they kind of opened it up a little bit now. And like I said, last thing you want to do is let it get a little chippy and somebody get ejected, because that's what, automatic suspension, right, next week?
Yeah, I don't think he'll play next week for Mount Pleasant. Wayne County just got to make sure, you don't suffer the same fate here. All right, Barry?
Right, that's what I'm saying. The last thing you want to do is starting to get a little chippy here, is get involved in something like that.
Well, Barry, a couple of years ago we got to announce your 40th birthday on the air, if you recall.
I do.
Coach Molly's birthday today, so happy birthday to Coach Molly as she turns 40 years old.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but...
Oh, they've already announced it.
Oh.
Here, your dad did, so, there wasn't much getting around at that point. But Coach Mr. Bronson Reeves, he'll turn 40 tomorrow. So
I'm getting old, Dave. We're all getting old.
It's on how you look at it, right?
Yeah.
Is that the way you look at it?
I don't know, sometimes I feel old.
Do you?
Sometimes.
You may have been rough on your joints with that iron and stuff that you lift.
Yeah.
Or does that help you stay young?
That's a double-edged sword.
7:26 to go here in the fourth. They're going to kick off from the 25 after the unsportsmanlike Mount Pleasant, that is. Wayne County set to return this kick. See if Wayne County can get some offense going here. High to the right side, bounce off the Wayne County foot. Picked up by Castleman on the rebound. He'll cut across the 45, the 50, and bounce his way to the outside. Now drive through Mount Pleasant defenders and down to about the 44. Good return there by Kaysen. And Wayne County showing no quit, though, Barry.
No quit. Good run by Castman there. Fumbled the kickoff just a little bit there again. But got it up there and made a couple good moves there. Good field position right here to start this drive.
Stay with us. We'll have Coach Willis on in the post game. There you might have to make sure he remembers, as him being the first gamer and all. We've talked about it, and he's got a good memory. But it wouldn't be the first time it slipped somebody's mind for the first time. 43-yard line of Mount Pleasant. Wayne County start on offense, trailing 29-6. Beavis in the gun. Bad snap. Beavis going to track it down, pick it up. Now in trouble and just going to get thrown down back at the 44.
Yeah, that was kind of scary there. I almost wish he'd have just fell on it. Last thing you need is something like that and a guy coming in low and hitting Beavis low there.
I thought Drew might make the Tony Romo play. When the Cowboys snapped it over his head against the Rams, and it was like 3rd and 4. And they snapped it back, and he tracked it all the way back to about the 20, and then turned it around and ran and picked up 6 yards and got the first down. He ran about 50 yards. Second and 23, Barry, after that big loss. And there's the handoff to Butler. Butler looking for some room off the right side. Darts across the 50, cuts it up, plants. Gets all the lost yardage back and maybe one more. Good run there by Ryder.
Good run right there. Ryder still going hard. What a night he's had.
And they're going to spot it at the 43, so he'll get the 13 yards back lost on play 1. And that's 3rd and 10. Good to see Wayne County hanging in there, Barry. And, of course, hopefully Talon Keaton can get back and ready. Certainly, maybe it's not before, but by region season, I like this test for the Cats. I like playing a team such as this. You find out some things as you get ready for the bigger games. And a low snap, Beavis goes down to pick it up. Finds a hole over the 40, 35, 30. Runs through a defender at the 20, stays on his feet, tracked down from behind at the 10, and dropped near the 5. Big run there by Drew Beavis.
Big run there by Drew. The corner came over to try to tackle him, and when it looked like Drew was going to lower the boom on him, that guy just fell down. He didn't want anything. And Beavis almost got that into the end zone. Big time run.
Wayne County here with 1st and goal. Beavis in the shotgun. There's the give to Butler. Butler coughs it up and picked up there by Mount Pleasant inside the 5. And Baker Brown able to make the tackle there.
Number 6, Avery Johnson.
Oh, wait, we got whistles here. What's going on? A fumble for Wayne County as the Cats were going in for the score.
I know Ryder's mad at himself, but he's giving you everything he
Oh,
can.
yeah. I mean, stuff happens. I mean, he's just trying to get in the end zone and make a play. Now what's going on? They trying to figure out where to spot it, or? Now we got discussion here. Okay, so evidently there was a flag. I don't see one. Mount Pleasant football, no flag, I guess.
Who knows what they were trying to do there?
Been a lot of meetings.
Yeah, been a lot.
Must have been a lot of confusing stuff happening here. .5:18 to play here. Mount Pleasant taking over after the fumble. Where they got the ball spotted? Inside the 5 at about the 4, it looks like. Mount Pleasant sticking with its guys. They've got Brown. He'll be in the shotgun. Mount Pleasant's run every snap from there. Hand off to the back, and that's Cooper. And Cooper going to dodge one defender, but not the next. Wayne County makes the tackle near the line of scrimmage. And that'll bring up 2nd and long.
What we got here?
Now we got
Another guy down.
I'm telling you, you got to think about this, especially if you're Mount Pleasant and you got this game well in hand. if you don't want to use some of the other guys here, just try and finish out these last 5 minutes with the way things are going here. Cooper with a carry, and now he's back down. I don't know if I guess this is a cramp, but must not be a cramp in the calf. They're not treating it as such anyway. He's got the scissors out. There's a Mount Pleasant player down about the 5-yard line. Well, Barry, we haven't had much rhythm here in the second half. I mean, it's been a pretty good game, but the rhythm just hadn't been much.
No. Just kind of, a couple big injuries.
But I mean, what I mean is, you run the play and then the game's stopping. You run the play and the game's stopping.
That's a horrible thing. It's hard to get in a flow. Officials, too. It's just hard for everybody to get in a flow there.
So the clock stopped here with 5:14. As we've had a lot of stoppages here.
Yeah.
Official directing the Cats to the sideline here. Been a long night, Barry.
Sure have.
They got Cooper up yet?
Yeah.
He's going to need a little assistance, Barry, getting to the side.
Well.
(29-6) Mount Pleasant lead, 5:14 to play here in the fourth.
They can't even get off the sidelines.
Are they going to start the play clock regardless? I think they made that mistake earlier. Hopefully not again. Yeah, they started the play clock. He wasn't off the field. They're going to run a play. Brown trying to run it off the right side. He's tripped up from behind.
And we got another Mount Pleasant guy that just flopped.
He just ran in and went down.
He just ran in and fell.
But he's back up. I don't know. That was weird. What did they give Brown on that game?
Look at him. I'm telling you, he's fixing to go down with a cramp.
Wilson making tackle for Tech.
Looks like he lost one, Brown did. He.
But I don't figure as Mount Pleasant doesn't want the clock to stop.
3rd and 10.
Next Friday night, the Wayne County High School Cats traveling to Summertown to play the Eagles.
So now it's 3rd and 10 for the Tigers from inside its own 5, or from inside their own 5. Brown, he stood the test. He hadn't had any cramps.
Yep.
And he's got McClure behind him. Gassman showing blitz. He's coming right up the middle, picked up, and they're going to launch one deep. Skelton in coverage, and it's well underthrown there, intended for Mesa. 4:12 to play here in the fourth, and Mount Pleasant stops the clock with an incomplete pass, and the Tigers punt out of their own end zone.
We got a guy coming on the field without a helmet for Mount Pleasant.
No, that's a specialized helmet
Oh,
bag.
I thought that was his head. I was like, from here,
Number 9 back.
Well, Brown's going to punt. Wayne County sends 2 back to return, Skelton and Castleman. Wayne County not covering here on the edge. Now DG going to get out there and cover, one of the gunners. There's the punt, booted away, right over the head of Skelton. It's going to take a Wayne County bounce, so as it lands at the 41 and then down at the 40.
it's good. Never saw it. Lost it in the lights.
Tiger 40 yards.
Well, Mesa, he darn near beat the punt down there, Barry.
Yeah, that guy can fly. Super, super fast.
So Wayne County will take over here. Oh, they put some time back up there, 3:55
Yeah.
in the fourth. Right at the 40-yard line. Allman headed in. They give Ryder the rest of the night off. By George, if anybody's earned it, Ryder Butler has. I mean, and you probably hard to keep him over there.
Yeah, but you're right. I mean,
But I mean, at this point,
you need him down the road.
he's shown enough valor, I think, tonight. Davis on the keeper up the middle. He'll drive forward for about 4 to the 36. That'll bring up 2nd and 6.
Played by
And he's getting up a little slow there.
Drew going to feel it tomorrow, too, of course.
Yeah. Be some guys sleeping in tomorrow.
You don't think they'll have a hard time getting to sleep tonight?
No, I know.
Second and 6 from the 36. Davis in the shotgun, Castleman to his right. 2 receivers split out wide to the left. There's the give to Kaysen. He breaks a tackle and then stumbles forward and down to the 32.
Good run right there. Kessman's done it. Kessman's had an all right ball game tonight. Well, he's getting up. Oh, me. He's getting up with a cramp.
2:57. Been one of those nights, and if you say next week's worse, Barry,
I'll say guys better start hydrating about Wednesday.
2:42, clock moves. Here comes Butler in, Barry, along with Dixon. (29-6), the Mount Pleasant lead. Davis in the gun. Fake on the give to Butler. And then Davis stacked up in the backfield, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, just nothing there on that play right there. We got 4th and 3 here. Just be nice to get it in the end zone right here before the end of the game.
Ticking down near 2 minutes. Davis over here on the sideline talking with Coach Willis. Drew gone the whole way, quarterback.
Played, I think, all defense too tonight. I think you got to break it all.
Yeah, that's Class A football at its best, isn't it, Barry? Going the both ways.
That's you got that right.
There's a fake on the give. Davis trying to get the first down off the left side. He'll have it. Cuts to the outside and gets a little more. Thrown down inside the 30 near the 25.
Yeah, good job, Drew. Just not stop fighting right there till we got the first down.
Minute and a half left. Here in the 4th. Some folks starting to head to the house, Barry.
Yeah. Stands are filing out a little bit.
1:23 and the clock moves.
103 for Drew.
And you get a word from next door that Drew Beavis over 100 yards at 103. So 2 backs over 100. Beavis on a keep up the middle. Boy, he's still driving those defenders forward. Still driving those defenders forward. He'll take it from the 25 down near the 20.
Yeah, he's another one that won't quit.
55 seconds to go. Wayne County may have a couple more snaps left, Barry. I mean, there's timeouts, but I don't see the point really of this thing.
I don't either. You're trying to get out of here without anybody else getting hurt. Get ready for next week.
Dixon running in with a play. A lot of things that the Cats did well tonight. Davis in the gun. 23 seconds to go. There's the give up to middle to Castleman. He's going to be stacked up near the line. Now that was Ullman. And then they threw Ullman down late. I mean, just really threw him down late. And then they're going to get called for, I guess, unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, that's what.
I mean, I don't care if it's late or not. It was certainly unnecessary roughness. Mount Pleasant coaches didn't seem to like it, but I mean, I don't see where you had much choice there. I mean, you just don't see people get lifted up and thrown backwards like that and the flag not thrown in games I've watched.
Yeah, you got power bombed. Or suplex, that would be the better word.
They called a personal foul there. And it's going to be marked off from the spot, and that'll be 15 yards. 11 seconds to go.
That should do it.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they'll start the clock there. We'll see. If they start the clock, you wouldn't have to snap it. First and 10. They do start it. No, they wound it there. Wayne County going to make it to the line of scrimmage. 7 seconds. Cats going to snap it here with 3, 2, 1. No. And the final score tonight, Mount Pleasant 29 and Wayne County 6. We'll be back with a post-game show, including a look at next week's Wildcats game right after this timeout. You're listening to Wayne Wildcats football on Big Oldie's Radio.
At this time, I would like to.
You're clear.
Okay, did that commercial start before? Hey, check over there next door for the stats. I meant to do that and don't have time.
In 5,
Well, for you, the
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Wayne County football here on Big Oldie's Radio. We're at Guy H. Buchanan Stadium in the side of a Mount Pleasant victory here over the Cats, 29-6. It was Mount Pleasant 7-0 after one, Mount Pleasant 7-0 at the half, and then Mount Pleasant 21-6 after 3. And in Mount Pleasant with the final of 29-6. Wayne County has had way more plays than Mount Pleasant. Might have had more yards, Barry, but on the scoreboard it was Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, just too much tonight. Right? Mount Pleasant just had too many weapons. Man, they were fast. And speed kills in the sport. And Mount Pleasant showed tonight they've got a lot of speed. Got a good quarterback, too, that could sling it around a little bit. Just a couple plays that didn't go our way that could have. Would have been the difference in the ball game.
Yeah, and I mean that's the way it goes. I mean, you look like you talked about early on. Wayne County got that stop and then had the fake punt opportunity, and that didn't go the Wayne County's way. Had a chance with that, and had a chance there late in the first half, getting it down to the 20, and then lost a lot of yards back, and that kind of thwarted that drive out, and that's what Coach Willis was talking about at the half. You can look up, and it could have been a lot different. Instead, you're down 7 at the half instead of ahead, and then put together that great drive to get back in it at 7-6. But from that point, kind of like Mount Pleasant took control then, and then the story of the second half, the cramps.
Yeah, in this time of year, it's hot, humid. Of course, you're sweating all week long because it's hot and humid here at 3 o'clock in the evening. But Mount Pleasant did a good job of making some adjustments at halftime and came out and just did a good job adjusting there.
Very quickly, before you join, Coach Willis, give us your player of the game.
It's got to be Ryder Butler. Over 100 yards tonight. Played both sides of the ball. Just what a performance from him tonight.
Thank you, Barry, and a good choice. Coach Willis joined us now for the postgame show. The postgame show sponsored by your local Quick Mart just off the square in Waynesboro. Download the Quick app and join the Quick Club to save on purchases. Coach, man, I mean, I thought you guys played so well. The scoreboard does not indicate to me how well you played.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was pleased with the effort from our kids. Still not real sure on the rule on that one there where the whistle got blown, and they still got a score there. We had too many mistakes there, and that's on me. I'll take responsibility for all that stuff. We got to clean that stuff up in practice this next week.
Well, okay, let's talk about that play. That was a big portion, It was 21-6, and that made it. I think that was what made it 29-6, I believe, or was it?
No, that was 13-6.
Okay, 13-6. That made 21. Okay, so Mount Pleasant was thinking that was not going to count as a touchdown. That was obvious. They were sitting back there. Then they came in with an offensive pass interference against you, and I thought, how? I mean, what? So what was your explanation there?
Well, the explanation I got was that it wasn't even an interference call. That he went over and he asked all his officials who blew the whistle, and none of them said that they did. So my explanation that I got was that the whistle came from somewhere off the field, is what they were explaining, which obviously I don't agree with, but you know that's kind of the explanation I got there.
Okay, and then he signaled a pass interference on you.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. Of course, I know you're down there trying to do a rider in the end zone. Next thing I know, they're about to run a play.
Right.
But it's the first game for everybody, this year, so I get it. Well, back to some things. Your offense, you controlled the football. You moved it. I think when you talked with Emma at the half, you probably felt like you should be ahead at that point.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I felt like we was moving the ball good in the first half. We got down here and got a personal foul penalty and backed us up and got us behind the chains, and we couldn't get anything going there. And driving it again later in the half, and then we get a big loss. Ryder Butler just trying to make a play. I mean, that kid's 110% all the time, and he's just trying to make a play there and end up getting tackled for a loss. That stopped that drive, and I feel like it's kind of the same story in the scrimmage we had last against Forest. I just feel like we was killing ourselves on all the drives there.
Yeah, and I thought you said it perfectly at the half. If you could have just avoided a couple of things, you're looking at a lead. Defensively, you played great. Number 7, Talon Keaton in the first half made a lot of big plays and then went down. That was probably tough to overcome.
It was. That kid's hard to replace. He's such a big portion of our defense and our offense there as far as from a blocking standpoint. And he went out with a sore knee there. So, it's hard to overcome that, and plug kids in that's going to give you what he's going to give you.
Had plenty of blind spots. I thought Will Robertson had a heck of a game.
He did. We're glad to have that kid out. He played really good football game to be his first game on a Friday night. We was really impressed with his effort.
And then, of course, you just know, Coach, you're going to have guys that go to battle. Drew Beavis, Ryder Butler, along with everybody else. I mean, the guys up front and everything, they're going to go to battle. That's got to give you a lot of confidence going forward.
It does. If some positives we take away from tonight, the kids didn't quit. They didn't lay down. They kept battling. A lot of kids, fought through cramps and was coming back out there and, still battling and everything. And, that's something to build on going forward.
Coach, we appreciate the time, man. I know you can get the guys rallying. We got summertime next week?
Yes, sir.
I appreciate the time. Postgame show being sponsored by your local Quick Mart just off the square in Waynesboro. They offer to-go food or buffet as well as fuel at competitive prices. Quick Mart in Waynesboro. I'm going to run through the stats here, courtesy of Preston Stegall, leading the way for Wayne County with 135 yards on 26 carries. Rushing was Ryder Butler. Also had the one touchdown for the Cats. Drew Beavis carried it 23 times for 107 yards. Jake Nenis, 9 rushes for 30 yards. Kason Kausman, 4 rushes for 28. Allman with one rush for a -2. Beavis through the air, 1 of 7 for 7 yards and an interception. Wayne County's lone score coming at the 8:26 mark of the third quarter on a 7-yard run by Butler. Mount Pleasant goes for 135 yards. Brown completing 7 of 14 for 3 touchdowns through the air. Wayne County defensively bottling up the run pretty much, holding Mount Pleasant to just 58 total rushing yards on 23 carries. So once again, our final score tonight, Mount Pleasant 26, or Mount Pleasant 29, Wayne County 6. And we'd like to thank Jeff and Cameron back in the studio, Preston Stegall on the stats, Emma Brown on the sidelines, Coach Willis for joining us in the booth. I'm David Hastings with Barry Miller. We'll be back next week for another exciting Wildcats game as the Wildcats will travel to Summertown to face the Eagles. Pregame show begins at 6:40 on Big Oldies Radio and WCHS Sports on YouTube.com.
At this time, I would like to take a moment and thank my many fine sponsors for making this live stream possible for you, the viewer. It is completely free and there will never be a fee to watch these videos. However, if you would like to make a contribution to me for my efforts, there are links to my Venmo and PayPal in the description of this video. It is not a requirement, it is only if you wish to. I will ask that you please subscribe to this channel and click the thumbs up button. Now please enjoy the rest of the game.